program contains themes and language of offense. Frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
David Phelps, Discovery Fox, don't miss Transfucking Radio every Tuesday night from 7 to 10. Bro, this is the House Federation. Check it out, Transfuck Radio, 7 to 10 every Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Do it, be there. Hi, this is Henry, Transfuck Radio, and you're listening to Transfuck Radio. Next question, Jeff, you're on, you like it? Yeah, I just want to thank TrashTalkerRadio.com for all you've done to your bodies. It's still ruining me, damn it. I mean, y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. For saying what needed to be said. I don't want to see it. Hey, I want to tell you Mike Cash, man. Don't be putting me out like that. I appreciate it. Hey, Hi, this is Jeremy Hunter on Trash Talker Radio. We're on every Tuesday from 7 to 10. TrashTalkerRadio.com. Hey, this is Uncle Barry from General Hospital. You better listen to me or end up with cement food. Every Tuesday, 7 to 10, TrashTalkerRadio.com. Be there.
I'm always about to work. Oh my god. No. Oh my god. No. It's Trash Talking Radio. It's so bad. It's so bad.
This is the Reverend Bob Levy, and you're listening to Trash Talk Radio. Only here, brother. Nobody trash talks like me. That's why I quit the Parker Family. A bunch of goofballs dressed up in red velvet suits. How embarrassing. If David Cassidy was there right now, I'd tell him what I think about him. Why? Because you're listening to Trash Talk, 7 to 10 p.m.
And here we are, back on another day, another
another month,
week,
another year.
Yeah, that too. Anyway, it's good to be back, and hopefully you're all doing fine there. Hey, Jen, how you doing? It's good to have you on the show. And
there we go.
Let's see. Here we go. There, I can hear her.
Hi,
now I can hear it better. All right, there we go. All right. I guess let me put a couple more things here because I didn't get to hit all the places I wanted to.
So while you're doing that,
Hold on. Hold your horses.
no. Oh, it's been a crazy week,
Of course.
but we're here, and that's all that matters.
That's
Right?
good. Yeah.
All of us are
I don't know
here.
what you're talking about, but yeah.
All of us are here.
Yeah.
You know, Michael was able to be here.
Yes, I'm always here.
You know, he missed. Oh,
Yes.
I'm sorry. I forgot we were calling him Cirillo.
That's right. You've been changed to your last name.
Yeah, I know. I heard.
I'm tired of the big Mike, little Mike, and forgetting who they're.
I heard.
So it's
so
easier.
I'm now Cirillo.
Cirillo.
Okay.
You're now Cirillo.
Kind of sounds
and he's
like
trash, so it works.
That's right.
Okay.
Hi, Jesse Joe.
We're good.
All right. Are
Okay.
Up.
why are we good?
Hurry up.
Why are we good? What are we talking about?
Hurry up.
All right, on to the first category because they can't finish what they're starting.
So, I want to say,
What do you want to say?
Something.
Something. Okay.
Something,
She
okay.
said something. Now it's
Okay.
time to go. 'Cause now we'll move on because she said
I
her something.
have somebody special listening.
Me?
Of course
Well,
Oh yeah.
besides us. A little girl. Well, I guess she's not little anymore.
Yeah, it's only Tuesday. Long week. It's only Tuesday.
Yeah, from last Tuesday.
it depends where you're at. It depends what part of the world you're in.
Miss Kylie Tressler.
Huh?
We just wanted to all here wish you a very happy birthday on Saturday. She will be 10.
Happy birthday, Cuddlebug.
Happy birthday, Kylie.
10. Jeez.
I love you.
10.
Yeah, I know.
That's how old my girlfriend was when I first.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, my friend Allie Grant was when she first started acting. She was 10, and I was showing you her at 10 on the video.
But I like her better with red hair. I'm sorry.
she's a sweetheart, and I'm actually going to get to spend time with her coming up this July 29th.
The end of July.
I think 29th. I'm going to get to spend a day with her, and she's going
You
to.
will come back, though, right?
Of course, I'll come back.
Okay, because
How could I be away from this luxurious abode?
I thought you would miss us, and you would come back for us.
Oh no.
Gee, thanks.
Maybe.
You better miss us.
Yeah.
Or we won't have our 10 stories each.
Oh, well then, if you don't have your 10 stories each, I will not miss you when you are gone, and you will be gone.
What happens if we overlap stories? If we both...
I don't care. Give me
Okay.
10 stories. I'll make up the difference. I may even have time to do write the show. I just need to make sure that when I get back, that we have stories. And
Okay.
if you can't make 10, make 5. But I
I thought he
really,
was going to say if we can't do 10, do 15.
well, I mean, it's whatever you can do to help the show.
Okay.
It's not for me. It's for the show.
Okay.
If you don't do it, then you hate people like Jesse Joe and
No,
and our
we
regulars
love
that come
Jesse
into the show.
Joe.
Well, that would mean you'll do 10 to 15 instead of
Yeah,
5
okay.
to.
We love Jen. We love Van.
That's right.
Of course.
Yes. So,
Where do chocolate and peanuts meet up?
what?
Hey, Siri.
What do
That's Alexa.
Or hey,
yeah, talk to the right one.
hey, Alexa. Where do chocolate and peanuts meet up?
In chocolate.
At the candy bar.
Oh, Lord.
See?
I knew I shouldn't have asked.
That was really sad that you actually
Yeah.
asked that. So, but yeah, it's coming up real soon. Be going out there. I'll be there in 6 weeks. That'll be interesting.
Oh, boy.
6 weeks.
I'm interested to see how the trip down is going to be with the Tesla.
I'm not going to take the Tesla.
Oh, you're flying?
Yeah, it's too long of a drive to.
Hey, we've done Georgia before.
But the problem is, I'm not going to want to sit and
Okay.
wait at the charger because I'd have to do it several times, and with a trip that long, the autopilot would be nice to have, or the full self-driving would be nice to have, and I would be more possibly going to do it if I had that. But I had more than one driver when I went down before.
Yeah, but the other driver didn't drive. It was just you and I.
That's the other driver, you.
Oh.
Okay, and the other thing was that.
Hey, I'd be willing to drive this time.
Yeah, well, the problem is you wouldn't have anything to do for 4 days because,
Well, do what I did before.
you know.
Chill out in the hotel room.
Excuse me,
you
I
know,
wouldn't have anything to do for 4 days if you
you'd
left
have to
me.
work.
Yeah.
Still, but even if I,
And I could take my notebook and I could
Still,
work
but it was
remotely.
The picture of the day
No.
is
I'm sorry.
close up of my lovely dog.
Oh, sweet Cheyenne.
I
And,
got a nice compliment today from my boss.
What, that you're very cheerful? We knew this.
now is the
No.
time when you should have a gas vehicle? No, because my cost on my freaking drive would be astronomically expensive. So, no. But the new car is going to get a lot better mileage. And I'm understanding that they're coming up with all these new things for the Tesla that is going to make my life even better. So, I'll have the new Tesla and I'll have all the new technology that they're going to put into it, like the new batteries and all that stuff, which will give me a lot better mileage and stuff. So, all right. And I would miss you. Yes, I would miss you.
You'd better miss us.
No, Jen.
Oh.
Jen.
Joe gave me a good compliment, like he was joking to Chris and says, "Why can't you be, greet people like Mike does?" And I'm like, what do you, we were all looking like, what are you talking about? He goes, wow.
What in the world was that?
Somebody
goes,
said,
Oh, somebody sent me an IM. Let's see what it is.
He said it
Let's
was
take a
more-
look.
He's more
Oh,
assertive
okay.
and,
Is that something I need to
aggressive
see?
when he says good morning or good
Ashley, is that
afternoon
something
or
I need to
hello.
see?
Huh?
Whatever you
Records.
sent?
I didn't set anything.
Oh, you're the last person I had on my.
well, I thought you only did that because I had
Oh, it
just
isn't
walked in.
you.
No,
Okay.
it
Who
is.
was it?
It is mandatory that you try and read all the guests
See
that
here.
work for or in some
Well, I think
form.
they mean as they walk up to the counter,
No.
but it works.
All right.
No, as they
Not
walk
letting
into
me work.
the door,
Let's see here.
Oh,
you
good,
say
I'm proud of
welcome
you.
or
None of the stuff is
hello,
working. All right. We're going to be
good
a pain in the butt.
afternoon. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
good.
So
All right. Anyway, I have a video I want to play. It's the video of the day, and this is our friend Gracie, and I want to play it because I think it's really cool. And here is Gracie getting her food at the reservation.
Why is that changing like that?
Because I don't know.
Okay, I got a text message.
So if you look, there she is. She's hanging out, trying to decide should she get one. She has one in her mouth. She has a piece of food in her mouth, and she decided, I'm going to go get. I better leave. I better not be
You
too
can tell
greedy.
she's female. She's indecisive.
Yeah, she goes, I don't want to be too greedy. Well, maybe I should be greedy.
I liked how she hid behind the tree. You couldn't
Yeah.
see her.
Yeah. So she grabs it. Oh, she can't get it in her mouth. Oh, no. Oh, no. What's she going to do? What's she going to do? If you listen to the audio part of this show only, it would be really strange. But anyway, she takes two, and she takes three, and she's off. That's our picture, our video of the week. That was. I thought everybody would like to see that. So we'll go back to the
That's
picture.
sweet, Gracie.
Back to the picture.
Oh, I
There
got
we go.
a text message, and it says she watched it and loved it. She said, "Thank you, love
Watched
you."
And loved what?
Or saying happy birthday to Kylie.
Oh, okay, good. Well, that's nice. All right, anyway, let's see, make sure I got everything here. All right, now let's go on to the show. The beginning of the show is now in session. I'm not going to talk about any people that died today, so
Good.
we have nobody to add to the list. Nobody has won any points. Talk about the movie thing I want to talk about is Pixar's Lightyear fizzles at the box office. That's bad. So I really didn't think it would do that bad. I thought this would do good. This is Lightyear, Buzz Lightyear, and he had his own movie this time. And I thought this is going to do some good numbers. Nope, didn't do really what Disney is very disappointed by this movie. It did not do what they were expecting it to do. It still didn't do bad, but it didn't do the numbers that a Disney movie should do. Lightyear wasn't able to get enough buzz at the get enough buzz. Yeah, Buzz Lightyear.
That's bad.
At the box office this weekend, the latest film from Disney Pixar, which features the voice work of Chris Evans as Buzz Lightyear, opened at an estimated $51 million at the North American box office. That should have been much higher, especially after last week, or whatever week it was Top Gun, where Top Gun blew everything out of the water. This turned really well, and Jurassic World did really, really good, because Jurassic World did a $58.6 million for its second week. So, yeah, it did not do at all what they expected it to do. To give you an idea, the animation studio, which is
and beyond.
yeah, well, it didn't get to infinity, anywhere near infinity. It kind of ran out of gas, which produced the Toy Story, Incredibles, and Finding Nemo. Nemo has made $14.7 billion at the global box office for those other movies. So with Lightyear doing very little, it didn't do so well. So we're seeing 51 million made it behind 2017's Cars Cars 3, according to the ComScore.
I see,
So
girl.
that's really sad for them, and really kind of not really what I expected, because the graphics on it really looked good, and it really looked like it was going to be a decent thing. I'm really surprised that it did that really, and it got a lower rating on Rotten Tomatoes than every Toy Story movie. So
Who likes Rotten Tomatoes? Nobody.
well, I mean, they are the place to go for your movie ratings. So people
see,
did not
girl.
like that.
Really? I see, girl.
So it's kind of a shame, because it
tired
really
already?
did look like it was going to be a good movie, and really didn't do at all what they thought it was going to do.
Yeah.
So
We're glad you're here too.
let's see. Let me do this and put this in. All right. Cut. Now, are we back?
I'm
in?
over as far as I can go,
All
Cheyenne.
right. Come on, let's go. All right. So, let's see. Need to make a post. Make a post. How about a post here? Can I post anywhere? Jeez.
Maybe it won't let you. It says, I'm tired, I need a vacation.
Well,
Even though they have a week to rest up.
Our buddy, I want to call him buddy, Eric.
Yeah.
Eric is hosting the space inside the Eagles Red Zone podcast, right up against us.
Aww.
It's kind of interesting. Guess I need to unfriend him.
I guess he knows you have a good time slot and he's jealous.
I guess. Just because we've had it for 19 years. So, alright, this is not the one. This is the... Come on. There we go. There we go. Now we can do it. Now we can post. Hey, there we are. We're right there. Wonder if that would have echoed. Echoed. Alright, and then we put that one next to it. And they didn't have any links for me to... Oh, it didn't even come up. Ah, that's weird. Wonder if it's because I put that... Let's put this one in there. Let's get rid of this. Could be why it didn't work. And get rid of that. Oh, one. There it is. Okay, there it is. Yep, that worked. Yeah, not a good starting point for them. Actually, let's see what the movies did. So the top movies, latest weekend. Oh, Jurassic World did 59.2. Lightyear did 50.6. Maverick did 44.7.
I want to see Lightyear and I want to see Maverick.
Maverick was awesome.
Can you get it?
Not yet.
When
but
you do, let me know because I want to see
it's worth it in the theater though, because it's so big and it's so awesome, and it was awesome. And it's gonna be I won't have it for probably maybe 2 weeks. So yeah, kind of interesting. But anyway, that's where we are at this point. So that's the end of that. What are you doing?
It's my daughter.
And you yelled at us about our sound.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
My sounds are down.
No, they aren't.
Hers comes through.
That was really loud.
It overrides.
Well, you should put your phone away. There's, this is Tuesday. They know where you're at Tuesdays.
I know.
Where'd Cirilla go?
Potty.
Already?
Yep.
Jeez, he ought to get a bigger
Well,
bladder.
you know he was drinking soda. I mean, come on.
All right. Next thing. If you want to talk to her, you could...
Nope, it's okay. All good.
Okay. All right. Now. Okay, next thing. Into the entertainment world. I don't have a lot of...
Entertainment 3 hours a night or 3 hours a week anyway?
Some people wouldn't think so. We don't have a lot of entertainment stories, but I got a lot of other stories. So this is interesting. Jennifer Lopez has a child
Yeah.
named E-M-M-E. What's that? Emmy?
Emmy.
Emmy? Well, she's not Emmy anymore.
Uh-oh. What is she?
She wanted gender... Oh, well, let me say it again. Jennifer Lopez introduced her child, Emmy, using gender-neutral pronouns before they sang a duet at Dodger Stadium. Now, the question is it because Emmy wanted it? Or does it mean because she just wants to be politically correct? And is Emmy saying she's not a girl or what?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of an interesting question that needs to be addressed. And I also have another one that I already had before it came to me.
I was just going to ask if you had
it's
that
on my Yes, it's on my agenda because I thought it was funny. I had two of those this week. But anyway, all right. So let's see what it says. It says Jennifer Lopez introduced her 14-year-old child using gender-neutral pronouns. Emmy Muniz joined their mother. Is she more than one person? Emmy Muniz joined their mother to perform
if it's gender
a
neutral,
duet.
it doesn't say whether it's his or her, so it looks like it's two.
Oh, I hate that. Make up your mind what you are. I don't care what you are, but make up your mind what you are. You should be not a there. You should be a he or a she.
There would be the.
There would be
politically correct is like for it. It's a.
Well, I don't believe in it either. It's a horrible question. Anyway, Emmy Muniz joined their mother. Sounds like there's more than one to perform a duet of Christina Perri's 1,000 Years at Los Angeles Dodgers Foundation Blue Diamond Gala, according to The Independent. Lopez joked that Muniz was very, very busy, booked, and pricey, but they're worth every single penny because they're my favorite duet partner of all time. They're my favorite. Well, if it's spelled they are, okay. Yeah, all right. I don't know. Last time we performed together was in a big stadium like this, and I asked them to sing with me. I don't like this. Okay, Emmy has a twin named Max. Okay. All right.
Maybe that's why.
All right. The last time we performed together was in a big stadium like this, and I asked them to sing with me all the time, and they won't. So this is a special occasion. But it was only her and they. It's confusing.
No, wait a minute. No? Okay. So according to this article, okay, Jennifer does have two children, twins.
Yes, but
and that's probably why one's going gender neutral. So that's why she's using the plural pronoun, because she's talking about both children.
I don't think so, because only one of them performed with her.
Right, but Emmy and Max.
But they're not both performing.
No.
See right here, one of them's performing. J-Lo and her daughter Emmy. Muniz is Jennifer Lopez with ex-husband Mark Anthony Lopez, and Anthony have one other child, Emmy's fraternal twin Max. Following Muniz's performance at the halftime show, both expressed they were proud of their child. Okay, anyway, they raised a record $3.6 million for the LADF. What's DF? LADF. DF.
Language Arts? No.
I don't know. They got to be...
Los Angeles. No, it's not.
It would be Los Angeles something, I would think. I don't know what the DF is.
Los Angeles Dodgers. Go back down. Go back down. Where you were, or I'm sorry, back up. Los Angeles. It had it up there.
Up higher?
Mm-hmm. Because I saw it. Los Angeles.
Is it further up?
Yeah.
Where?
Almost towards the beginning, I think. Los Angeles something foundation. Keep going, because I saw it. You had it there.
Well, it's the very top. I don't think there's anything
now, wait a minute.
above that.
I'm trying to do this using my screen.
How about using my screen so we can look at the same stuff?
You see, your screen's too far away for me to see.
All right.
Los Angeles
Dodgers. That's what it was. That's what it was. I remember now seeing Los Angeles Dodgers. Okay.
I couldn't figure out what the D stood for, but I knew I saw it.
Dildo.
Okay. All right. My sister said.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Los Angeles Dodgers Foundation, the Blue Diamond Gala.
Okay. Anyway. Well, there's. Oh, there. Now we can hear him sing. Hey, this person here is bootlegging it. Stop him. Catch him. Catch him. Or catch him, her, or whoever. Ah, here's another one. They're bootlegging. Seeing these phones going up.
Yep.
Oh, wish my mother would do that. I don't think I've ever been hugged by my mother.
I think one time you were. When we said we were done visiting
Really?
and you said goodbye.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Huh. All right. Well, I wish I would have sang with my mother. How about that?
There
you
you
can't do
go.
that, can you? Huh. I bet you sang with her one time. Remember the one time when you took her out to dinner and then
Maybe
she sang?
in the car you did.
No, I was usually listening to Howard Stern. She'd say, "What's that?" So he's having all these penis
I met
jokes and
before
stuff.
I met you.
Oh, that's never happened. All right. Anyway, we got that one. Okay, so now, oh shoot, I hit the button, the thing to reload it. Didn't want to do that. So anyway, that's gender neutral, and that is really the only. Well, that's not the only one I'll talk about. There's another one here. Here we go. Elon Musk. Son files to change gender and name to end relationship with father. Mm-hmm. Now, I can honestly say that didn't happen in any of my family members. I'm sure my brother wanted to end the relationship with the family, and the other brother, who knows what he did, and me, at times I wanted to change my name. I was going to change my name legitimately to something other than Trash because I didn't want to be associated with him. You know?
Yeah, but you didn't.
I didn't, because it cost too much money. All right, where's the article? Where'd the article go? Hey!
It's
Where'd
gone.
it go? Son of a gun! It was here!
It's gone.
What? Oh, come on. This is stupid.
Didn't like you.
There, Elon Musk's son. I'll get you one way or the other. I'll get you, my pretty. And your little wrong...
Twitter,
Here we go.
too.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that, too. Elon Musk's son, Xavier Musk, no longer wishes to be associated with him and files for a gender change. Which one is he? I don't even know.
One of them.
I thought he was like 17, and we're talking about a kid that's barely, how old is he? Oh, he is 18. Xavier Alexander Musk. His initials are XAM. I wonder if that'd be kind of cool. ZAM. One of Elon Musk's twins has filed for a gender change. They recently turned 18. The billionaire's son, or kid, is now distancing themselves from being associated with their whimsical father. You know, if I had a father as much of a genius as Elon is, I would move closer. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Did I say that wrong? A father as rich as Elon Musk and as much of a genius, I would get closer to him.
Well, that's what I would do, too. Why would you distance yourself?
Well, I'm sure there's things we can't
don't
even
know.
imagine
Well, yeah,
that would
that's
drive
true.
them crazy.
That's true.
It's like whenever a parent or whenever a kid is embarrassed by their parents. You know, like, you know,
Blackmail pictures?
I don't know.
Zip it.
Not that. It's just, you know, let's
The
say
peanut gallery has spoken.
it's, you know, there's kids that are all embarrassed by their
was paying attention.
there. Why is that still doing that when you do that?
I have no idea.
But I mean, kids are always embarrassed by their parents. But I couldn't be embarrassed if they had that much money and I had a chance of getting a piece of that. I'd be putting up with a whole lot of crap because it'd be worth it. So anyway,
I would
the
say
new
I
name.
bought $50 million worth of shit, so I got $50 million.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly. There you go.
Well, the name of Xavier is now Vivian Jenna Wilson. Now, it could be that just thought of this. Let's say Elon came home one day saying, "I can't understand these guys that are trying to be girls and girls trying to be guys and all that." And the kid caught it and thought, "Oh, that's a way I could really drive Dad crazy. I'm going to change my name to Vivian Jenna Wilson."
And I'll piss them off.
That's it. That's exactly right.
I can't move any closer, Cheyenne.
So anyway, cited the reason for the name change, a desire to cut ties with their famous father. Elon Musk has previously come under fire for criticizing the use of preferred nouns and for transgender and non-binary people. So, well, that'll show him, won't it?
Incredible body art.
Wow.
That's paint.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'd like to look closer at it to see if how accurate it is.
Hi. Guess who's here?
Anyway, so I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird to publicly say this and put the petition in and everything. He's 18, or she's 18 now, and at least the person has decided what their gender should be and isn't a they. So, I guess. The reason for let's see, gender idea, so it doesn't wish to be, yeah, that's kind of weird.
What was the reason?
Well, the reason is
She just didn't want to be associated with her father.
doesn't want to wish to be associated and live with their biological father in any way. Why they? Stop that. You already know, you're identifying with a female, so you might as well say she instead of they. The they thing is kind of confusing to me, and because it means like they have a split personality, and so they're trying to be identified with both of them.
Maybe that's the case.
Maybe.
Somebody's here for you.
All right. Anyway.
Even though she's drooling on my leg.
And do we really need the address? Do we need this application? Do we really need to look at? Oh, this is from India. That's why. It's Mashable, India. So
You know, I didn't know, and I didn't know. I forgot what I was going to say. That's good.
you didn't know what you were going to say.
No, I didn't know that.
You didn't know.
They had ID checkers now for driver's license. They actually have ID checkers that actually tell you whether what the actual age of the person is.
Really?
I didn't know that. Yeah.
What do you mean? What are you saying?
If you give me your driver's license and I put this in this machine, it tells me your information. Temporarily
can
gives
check
me
if
your
you're a
information, and it, in other words, your age, your address, and everything that's on your driver's license.
So
Well, you can't see it on the driver's license?
Well, you can, but it's a
Some
way
people
to
can't
double check.
compute the age.
In other words, if you're stupid like me, and you can't subtract 2021 to your age and say he is this age, it's a faster way of doing it.
All they do is say,
What about those little calendars that says if you were before?
that's what I was just
Born
going to say.
before this
That's
date,
all you got to
we
know.
can't
You
serve
don't,
you.
doesn't matter. All right, and let's stick with Elon since we started with Elon. Elon's in the news again about Twitter acquisition. So it sounds like they outlined the three main hurdles that are standing in the way of the Twitter.
I'm sorry.
So the three main things that stopped everything, of course, I would imagine that part of it would be the loss in stock because it dropped in stock. But they have gotten closer to a deal now, and it says here. There it is. Elon Musk outlines three main hurdles standing in the way of the Twitter acquisition. So they are, says Musk offered to purchase Twitter for $54.20 a share.
They shot him down.
What?
I thought he was trying to do that, and they
Well,
shot him down.
he shot it down because
Oh,
the
he
stock
shot it down.
took a dive, and they didn't want to pay that much money for the stock when it was, it says here, roadblocks after the CEO took issue with the social media company's estimate that less than 5% of its users are bots. Musk demanded the clarity on the platform's bot spam and fake account data, which he has hinted could affect the price of the buyout offer. I mean, it's kind of like if you take a look at, let's say, if you take a look at like Facebook, there's a lot of people that have multiple Facebook accounts because they were hacked. Well, they're going to count all the Facebook accounts, even the hacked ones, as real accounts. Well, they're not, because the same as with Twitter. You have Twitter accounts that have been hacked too. Says here, Twitter provided him with the information he had been reviewing. The Tesla CEO did not directly respond to the question, though he noted there are still 3 main unresolved issues. While there's still a few unresolved matters, you probably read about the question about whether the number of fake and spam users on the system are less than 3%, as Twitter claims, which is probably not most people's experience using Twitter. Since we're still awaiting resolution on that matter, and that significant matter, we're awaiting a resolution for that. Then, of course, there's the question of the debt around the room together, and then the shareholders vote in favor. So I think there are 3 things that need to be resolved, but now there's another article that just came out after this one. Let me see if this is freaking A. I hate these accounts that don't actually give you the link to save it or to repost it. And what are you doing, girl? Yeah, you.
Hi, sweet girl. Hi, sweet
So,
girl.
he obviously doesn't want it he doesn't want it at that price if it's not the value that it's supposed to be in reality, because he what is she doing?
That's what he's
I'm afraid that she's doing something she's not supposed to be doing.
Get out of there!
Oops, she's
Where's-
into something she
oh.
shouldn't be.
Yeah. There's a white box back there. I don't know. She was looking at through. I don't know,
white
the back.
box?
Where's she at?
She's in your chair. She just wanted to take you. She just tried to steal your chair. That's
Yeah,
why.
2 weeks in a row when I wasn't here last week, so.
Hi, puppy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
Off my chair.
well. There's
Off my
there's
seat on the show.
there's 2 other chairs back there. You can. Oh. Anyway,
Off my
silly
seat on the
girl.
show.
It's okay, puppy. Next week you can have my seat. Yeah. just for next week only, though. Just for next week only.
now another statement was Twitter board unanimously recommends Musk's takeover bid. So that's of course at $54.20 a share, which I'm sure he's going to lower that because of the price dropping of Twitter's stock. So we'll have to wait to see how that all turns out. But it doesn't. I doubt that he's going to give them $54.20 a share, because there seems to be some hanky-panky going on there. All right, come on, do it. All right, now I also want to talk about this. This just came in right before the show started. Bill Cosby had lost a lawsuit. He sexually abused Judy Huther. I don't know if it's Huth or not. In the 1970s. And what in the world's that?
Something from.
Not my phone.
Okay, what's that sound?
I don't think
Mom.
it's my phone.
Okay, I got to figure out what it is.
On the computer.
Step that way.
What the fuck is that? All right, we'll just have to kill this and see if this is it. Okay, it's not that. Ah, there it is. Oh boy, that was loud.
What was
That was
He really wants in that chair.
that was
Let her sit in it. Let her go ahead. Let her sit in it. Go ahead.
Okay, now I got to figure out where I deleted that.
Bring the other one.
Mike, she wants to be part of the show.
Now I got to figure out where the Bill Cosby thing went because I just deleted it. Damn it! Gotta go to history. And where is it? There it is. Okay. All right.
Cheyenne will be on
At 3:39 p.m., Bill Cosby, it says here, sexually assaulted a minor back in the mid-'70s. A civil jury decided today, after over 3 days of deliberations and one substitution, the Santa Monica panel this afternoon revealed its decision against the much-accused Bill Cosby, handing the verdict to the L.A. Superior Court Judge Craig Carlin with plaintiff Judy Huth. Her legal team and Cosby's defense team in attendance at the packed courtroom. The 12-person jury awarded Huth $500,000 in damages. So there were no punitive damages awarded from the jury of 8 women and 4 men. But $500,000 is pretty good. So I think that's that's pretty good considering that he didn't have to go back to jail for it. So that was something else. All right.
You're part of the show now. Yes.
Bye, Jen.
I know you're part of the show.
All right.
Yes.
You're back on.
Oh, sorry. Bye, Jen.
I turned you off because I was talking and you two were talking and kind of
Jen's leaving?
over.
Oh, bummer. It's not showing up on mine. Maybe
I guess she's not your friend.
Well, she is. It's just taking a while.
I think she's not your friend. I see how it works.
She's having a hard time sitting in the chair because it's moving.
No, she can't get comfortable. It's not big enough.
All right, let me put this down here and put this over
She's looking
here.
at me like, well, can we do something? I'm like, no. What am I supposed to do?
All right, let's see here.
Are you going to participate? I have a mic here. You can talk.
All right. Now I can just get rid of this.
No, there's nothing to do with it. Forget the
All right.
headphones. You don't want the headphones. Okay. All right.
That's a big thing, though. Bill Cosby's been out of jail for how long? And he's
Not long.
and they're just now. I mean, they're jumping all over him. He probably wishes he was still in jail because of that.
I missed the article. I'm sorry because I was talking about Cheyenne. Is it something that he did? You know,
In the 70s.
Okay, so he did it in the 70s, and now it's
70s.
just coming up because
Well-
he's out of jail now and stuff like that. Okay.
Well, they can go after him because he's
Right.
out of jail, and I guess they probably could have got him in jail too. But I don't know. It's just at some point. I don't know. At some point it's just pathetic. I think it's the fact
I
that he's.
think it's pathetic too. I mean,
I think he deserved to pay if he did it, and he obviously did it. But I just wonder when we will stop hearing these things.
Maybe when he's dead, but then it would still probably
It's still
happen.
it's still gonna happen. I don't know. Anyway,
Cheyenne.
all right.
Yeah.
Next thing.
Okay.
Let's see. What's the next thing? Okay, I did that. I did the Twitter board. I did that. Okay. This is a big thing. Before I go into this, I want to wait a minute. I want to stop and.
Oh, you didn't do the death I thought you were going to do.
Okay.
Dave Hebner.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Oh yeah. He wasn't on any of our charts, and I didn't think I forgot all about it. Okay, so one of the biggest things this is going to apply to only some people that like wrestling, but the WWE's in the news about some pretty big, heavy things. For those of you that don't know, Vince McMahon is the owner. The real owner, not a fake owner. He's a real owner, and in reality, he does all the final says on everything. So
like every time they get on a roll and they start to do really well, he usually says, nope, I don't want it that way. I don't want this guy. He's not big enough, or he's not whatever. He had reasons, but he would, every time I thought they were doing good stuff, he would put a halt and say the guy's not big enough. So he ended up firing all the little guys, and except for Rey Mysterio, and hiring big guys that can't work and are really horrible wrestlers. So what is going to happen here is amazing. The fall of Empire. So 3 McMahons out of their WWE roles. Now one goes back in. So Vince McMahon was accused of breaking his marriage vows and sleeping with his one lawyer.
Ooh.
And she had an NDA, and somehow, I don't know how the information got out there, but there was an audit going on, and it got uncovered that he cheated on his wife. And so the CEO stepped down from the CEO position temporarily and maybe permanently, and we will not be seeing Vince McMahon for probably quite a while. I saw him on the show last night, but that may be his last appearance. So I guess
his daughter, or
that's what I was just going to get at, is that Stephanie will be.
I'll give you attention, but you don't have to do that.
Okay. So Stephanie is going to be the temporary CEO of the company.
But didn't she step back to spend time with her
That's
family?
correct. So it's really bizarre, but I mean, this is a company that has been family owned for. I mean, even though it is on the, it is a stock publicly traded stock. The ownership has always been held, or the CEO positions have always been held by Vince McMahon. So this is the first time he's stepped down, and this is not a work, by the way. This is not something that is just in the news to try to get people to watch more wrestling. It's in the news because it's happening, and he is actually stepping down as the CEO. So it says it's theoretically the biggest wrestling news of the year, and absolutely is the biggest news. And it may be some good news too, because every time we get somebody in there that can wrestle, like, he's lost a lot of good talent. Adam Cole is one that he's lost. He's lost what's his name? Keith Lee. These are good guys. They're big guy. The one guy's a big guy that can move, but and Vince McMahon likes big guys, but didn't like him because he didn't have he was very thick, but didn't have a bodybuilder look. So it's interesting to see that what's going to happen now, because now we have Stephanie. It says here, this is not entirely unexpected or unprecedented, but more on that later. Though Stephanie McMahon stepping in to become the interim CEO and chairwoman was quite the twist. Her own leave of absence from the company last month, just like it could have been Shane McMahon having returned to the family business in 2016, he was given the heave-ho again in February. Nor executive vice president of global talent strategy, what's wrong? Is there a problem?
Yeah, my computer's not keeping up.
Why do you say that?
Because I never saw Jen's last post, and it...
If you're watching that, or...
It's okay, just keep going.
Okay. You got to remember, that's 30 seconds behind, or so.
Right,
actually, maybe be
this
minutes.
has been up here for a while, and Jen still hasn't come up.
Okay.
So it's okay.
All right. Anyway, they were talking about...
Maybe Jen doesn't like it no more.
No, it's my computer.
I know that.
Okay, so Shane McMahon, if he hadn't been removed from the company, could have been the next one to CEO. But
has he ever? Correct me if I'm wrong. He has never, I don't think, been like a CEO. It's either gone to his daughter or his daughter's husband, wasn't it?
The daughter always gets preference.
Right,
over.
right.
And so that remains. So the good news is, the bad news is that Vince McMahon is at least temporarily gone. That may not be all that bad of news, but on the surface it looks pretty bad. If he did do this, he'll be out of the company, but he'll still own stock in the company. He'll just not be running the company. So I'm okay with him having a lot of stock in the company. I'm okay with him not being on. The reasons being, I'll explain this a little bit better here. The people that are going to be in charge, Stephanie isn't really, I don't really think of her as a leader, but, okay, with her being in charge, they'll get some perks because being a female executive generally is a good thing for the people. You get tax benefits and all kinds of stuff like that. But the people that will actually be running the business, that's exciting to me. Let me see if I can... Is this the one? Okay, so the ongoing investigation, they're expecting losses. They're talking the people are going to dump their stock. That's very possibly going to happen. So Merrill Lynch raised the target price of the stock from 60 to 75. I don't know. I don't know if the investors are willing to pay that. They're going to be scared of what's going on. Initially, it says here there was a $3 million NDA, non-disclosure, between McMahon and former paralegal with whom the chairman and CEO had a relationship. Looking into the NDA uncovered numerous other NDAs, some involving WWE head of talent relations, John Laurinaitis. So he's probably going to go too. Actually, he is gone. So that leaves two big holes in that structure. John Laurinaitis, like if you were trying to get a job at WWE, you had to go through him.
Right.
Obviously, Vince was a big thing. So they're going to change the way these things are structured. And let's see, is this the one that tells me? This is not the one that tells me who's going to take over.
I read an article earlier about Ric Flair, and I guess he was supposed to wrestle Hulk Hogan for the last time.
Yeah, but I want to do this. This is to me a bigger story. So I really want to continue on this story. This is the biggest story in wrestling in 30 years because WWE is the de facto, the standard in wrestling. Even though there's other wrestling companies out there, they're the big boys. They're the ones that everyone wants to be. If you want to be in wrestling, your goal has to be in the WWE. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. If you want to be legitimized in wrestling, you have to be in WWE. Now, I'm excited about this. There's speculation that the new person in charge of writing the scripts is Paul Heyman.
Wow.
Now, let me tell you, that excites me to no end. Every time Paul Heyman got a chance to do this in WWE, Vince McMahon would let him do it for a couple weeks, then he would cut him off and just change the script and then he'd throw him back into the wolves. Now, for those of you that don't know this, Paul Heyman owned ECW. And ECW was the hottest non-WWE product out there and in its time. The problem was it wasn't money making. He didn't have the money to do what he wanted to do. So every time when he sold it to Vince McMahon, he had a promise of a job for life.
Okay.
But the problem is, every time he got a job where he was in control of something, writing the scripts for people, and the wrestling got better, and I actually liked the product a lot more when he was in charge. Well, then Vince would come along and see what he was doing, and he wouldn't agree with it. See, Vince is still of the mindset the only way to do it. Yes, he is a very big control freak. So he's of the mind, if you don't do it my way, it's not going to work. So you know, Paul would take these guys that were newer names that nobody knew, and he'd make them into superstars. That's how he made ECW, and he made guys that were not. How do I want to say this? That may not have been the better wrestler, but he made them look good because he wrote the script so that it hit all their weaknesses. So he's going to be in charge, probably, of a lot of the writing. And then there's somebody else that's going to be in charge, or we're speculating, and who's missing? Who would you like to see? Who do you think is going to have another chance besides him? It's someone you guys already talked about, I think.
The Undertaker, I don't know.
No, but who's she married to?
Triple H.
Triple H. Triple H is the one that's responsible for NXT.
Yeah, that was my first guess, but you said we had already talked about him, and I don't remember somebody mentioning Triple H.
Me.
I thought somebody did.
I did.
Okay, so Triple H, he started the NXT brand. He's the one that created that brand, and it became, I loved it. Well, then Vince, a couple months ago, decided, we're going to do NXT 2.0, and took Triple H off of it and started doing his version of NXT. I don't like it. I liked it better when Triple H was running it, because Triple H understands that you can't do the same thing every year. You got to evolve the stuff. You got to create the new characters. You've got to let some of the characters evolve into something better. If he becomes one of the guys in charge of, say Paul Heyman is in charge of SmackDown and Triple H is in charge of Raw, you're going to have a whole completely different product. Or if Paul Heyman is in charge of, I would love to see him in charge of SmackDown and Raw, and let Triple H develop the talent, because he was doing a good job of developing the talent. I guess we're going to find out. I really think it'll be really cool if what I think is going to happen happens. And that's, I mean, all I can do is, I want to love WWE product, but I can't. They bring out some of these people that just really shouldn't be in the ring. Some of these guys that are, you know, somebody posted something on Facebook talking about, you know, that Vince does it all right and nobody else does it right. And I said, how can you say that when you talk about all the big guys that he has in the roster right now that can't work? All they are is big guys. I mean, sure, you have a 7'4" guy, but the guy can't work. He can't throw somebody without hurting them. But you have all these talented people that aren't given a chance because they aren't 7'4". They're only 6'2". You know, they're not monsters. You know, even if you look at like Lashley. Lashley is huge. He's 6'2" or 6, right. You know, 6'2" or something like that, and he's a better worker than a lot of these guys. And they have him going against these guys that are 7'4", and they have him losing to these guys. Well, that's not good. That's not good for him.
It has to be believable.
And it's not believable to me because first off, I'll tell you what. One of the few real guys is Lashley. He was a Marine. He's a pretty tough guy, and he knows how to wrestle. He was winning wrestling awards when he was in high school and in college, and when he was in the Marines, he won all kinds of awards because he was a good wrestler. So, I don't know. I just really think that this is a sign that wrestling might actually get better again and might actually, you know, be something to watch and enjoy. I'm really excited about it because I think it's. I think we're going to see a better product from WWE if Vince can keep his hand out of it long enough for them to show that it's going to work.
Put him in a 12-step rehab program.
Well, I got something to say about that too. In fact, I'll say that next because that's the end of our. No, it isn't. Oh, I got other. Okay, I'll say that next because I'm thinking of it. I'm gonna figure out how to get him off of there. I don't want to see his. I don't want to see his stuff. How do I get to see it? How do I? I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of him. See less often. There we go. There we go. Bye, Eric. I don't need to see that you're up against me. Like it matters. But all right. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
What happened here? What did I do? Alright, I can do just this. I bet you I can do that. That'll work. Copy that one. Alright. Let's try it again. This time with feeling. There we go. Boom. There it is. Yay. I'll tell you what, if this really does turn out this way, that'll make me happy. I also want to say my friend Doug is going to a hospital for the next 45 days. I wish him all the luck in the world, and I hope he works hard and everything goes well and he gets out quickly. So
Love you, Doug.
he's a good guy. He was on our show twice, and I really care about him and hope he does well. He's one of my oldest friends, figuratively and literally.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Yeah, well, you usually say, "Oh, he's my oldest friend," but you have a friend who's older than him, not in years, but or maybe in years. Anyway, so that's it for the WWE. I mean, there's going to be a lot of things you're going to see rumbling in the next couple weeks. Here is a WWE Hall of Famer who's been on this show, by the way, is set for a partial amputation.
Oh.
Did you hear about that?
No.
No? You didn't hear about that? Care to guess?
You said he has been on the show.
Yes, he has. Wonder if I have his
and he's a Hall of Famer.
Yes, he is. Let me see if I have his promo. If I have his promo, we'll play the promo just to let you know that way you can guess a little better.
I was gonna say I can't hear. Everything's down on my headset, but is he in one of your opening?
Not yet. He might be in the next one. He might be in the next one. He is one I used to play all the time, though. What's going on? You guys gotten so quiet. I feel like it's the Trish and Mike show.
Is it JR?
No, it is not.
Okay.
He's never been on the show.
Oh, I
Yeah, but do I know this person?
You might not, but you do.
There's a lot of them.
Well, I know you know. I mean, you probably know him from.
Jericho's not a Hall of Famer, I don't think.
Not Chris Jericho. It's not an active wrestler. It's
Okay.
someone from our past.
Michael
Darn.
Schiavone? No. Mean Gene is gone.
Do 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 do.
Here's something I can throw at her.
Nope.
Nope.
Sorry.
I got all my bottles over here.
Yeah, I'll have to wait for the promo.
I'm looking to see if I have it. I don't know if I have it.
What
is
You have it? What if he
doesn't have it?
Gone.
Huh?
Kamala's gone.
He was. Here promos. Okay, here we go. Let's see. He would be Hall of Famer. Let me see. Where is it? Promo. Indeed. Oh, I think it's Legends. Yeah, there we go.
Okay,
All right. He's a legend.
Okay.
A legend, Hall of Famer. Let's see.
Bruno's gone.
He's still alive.
Oh.
Hopefully he's still... Here it is. All right. Oh, come on. Brings this media player up.
Oh! Billy Graham.
Don't lose this man. Yes.
I'd have never thought of him.
I didn't think you would, actually. I was pretty sure.
I mean, once it started playing, I knew who it was. But
Yeah. So Superstar Billy Graham
Said
is
his name.
just by the first few words. You all right?
Okay. Superstar is going to have partial amputation on his foot.
Oh.
Okay, it says Graham has a history of medical issues. He received a liver transplant in 2002 after being diagnosed with liver cirrhosis. He was hospitalized again in 2006 due to an obstruction in his bowel caused by a previous surgery. In 2010, didn't get any better from the former NWA heavyweight champion, as he was once again admitted to the hospital with further liver complications. This time he was diagnosed with third stage liver disease and was told he would only have a short time to live. That was in 2010.
And he's still with us.
And he's still with us.
That's good.
Graham even made arrangements for his burial site to be close to the late Eddie Guerrero. He was hospitalized in 2013 and once again in 2014 with liver problems before being admitted to again in 2016 for internal bleeding. Then Graham who signed a Legend contract in 2015, who made his debut in 1970, went on to compete for Stampede Wrestling, the American Wrestling Association, AWA, WWE, NWA. His last recorded match was in a pro wrestling, came in 1987 in a house show where he was defeated by Butch Reed. Graham was ultimately inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2004 by Triple H, with his last appearance for the company in 2006 when he appeared on Raw to promote the release of his book Tangled Ropes and the release of his DVD about his career. So, yeah, he's been through some pretty... I would have thought he would have died long before all these wrestlers that have died, but he is still hanging in there, and it's hard to believe it. So
I switched to this because that wasn't keeping up.
Okay. All right, that's okay.
But I'm still there. I'm still watching it.
Okay, just making sure. Didn't understand, but I don't need to understand. But yeah, so that was a weird thing to think about, that after all these years that he's still out there and he's still alive. And I talk to him every once in a while. I'll check in with him on his Facebook. So it's funny to think about that. When we were kids, we could have never talked to any of these guys, and yet today I'm talking.
I felt that way when I first started. Like, I'm actually talking to this person.
Well, it's funny because I'm talking now to Ali Grant. I'm talking to my coach Bobby Finero and superstar Billy Graham and all these people, and just kind of funny.
Well, then I'm going to stay glued to your hip, because eventually you're going to start talking to Jason Momoa, and you know, I'll geek out like I did for Shawn Michaels.
Nah.
Really?
Nah. I don't want to be at any of his movies. You kidding me? Wouldn't raise a penny.
Yeah, maybe.
Not if I joined it. Wouldn't raise a penny. Anyway, all right. Warren Buffett. You know who Warren Buffett is, right?
No, that was Jimmy Buffett that he sang the song.
Do you know who Warren Buffett is?
His brother?
He's one of the richest people in the world.
Okay.
He owned Oracle and I forget what else he owned. But anyway, you have a chance to wine and dine with Warren Buffett. How much does it cost to wine and dine with Warren Buffett? $19 million, and I don't think we're going to have a buffet for that.
Why don't you do it? And you can take all of us. Write it off as a business
I
expense.
was just going to say, write it off as a business.
Well, I'll tell you what, you get my advertisers up to that amount. Don't forget my birthday next week.
We'll catch you next week, Jessie Doe. Don't worry.
Don't leave me.
No, she actually came back. She left and came back. For you.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Well, Jessie Joe, I won't be here next week. I'm sorry.
But you'll be closer to her, so you can wish her happy
Why don't you come
birthday.
down here and you can sit in her chair?
Jessie Joe doesn't drive, so unless you're willing to go get her.
Well, she could have her show for her. Jeez. Anyway, how much does it cost to have lunch with Warren Buffett? I wonder if you're going to the buffet.
Oh.
Or if you're going to a sit-down. Anyway, $19 million, and it's not just a buffet. Oh, it's not at the buffet. Buffett is the chairman and executive at Berkshire Hathaway. He's also, like I said, with Oracle. Well, he was with Oracle. I don't know if he is anymore. And an identified person are set to dine on steak after an eBay auction benefiting the California homeless charity that ended Friday night, according to the news release. Bidding started at $25,000 on June 12th and ended with a record-breaking $19 million $100
Wow.
from an anonymous bidder. I can't imagine. I wouldn't pay that for anybody.
Well, I like Ian's comment where he gives us $19 million.
Yeah, I'd like that. I mean, I'd be happy to give, half of it to charity. Our expenses here in this chat, in the Trash Talking Radio, are, pretty hefty.
Astronomical.
Yes, considering we've been doing this for almost 20 years.
Now he'll say almost 20.
Almost. Well, we're coming up on 19.
20.
19.
See, I'll get you.
Like nice children.
We are.
Profits Benefit Glide, a nonprofit organization in San Francisco's Tenderloin district that helps people without homes or who are battling addicto? Battling addicto? What's an addicto? It says addicto. I think they missed the H. Glide offers meals, shelter, drug tests, job training, and more. Hey, I have an ex-relative that lives out in San Francisco who could probably benefit from that. Maybe they'll teach him how to pay his bills. It's been nothing but good. I've met a lot of interesting people from all over the world. This universal characteristic is they feed the money. Not feed the money. They feel the money. They feel the money is going to be put to good uses. This year's winning bidder won an afternoon with Buffett at a private lunch with up to 7 guests. Well, they better, for that price, they better at least give us 7 guests.
You know what an addicto is?
No.
It says evidence suggests internet addiction is most prevalent among males, people with higher income, and those who exhibit certain psychological traits such as impulsivity, loneliness, and neuroticism. Depression and anxiety are also common risk factors for internet addiction. So that is probably what they call people who are addicted to the internet.
That's me. That money should be coming to me. I'm addicted to the internet.
Watch your bank account and we'll see.
That smells good, don't it? You
What?
smell it? Sniff. It's lilac.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing that
That's why
Cheyenne
we're
ate
getting-
last week.
Oh, that's why we're getting sleepy in here. Lilacs put us to sleep.
Oh, well, that...
No, that's lavender.
Oh, maybe it is lavender. Maybe that is lavender.
Either way, it is nice.
All right. Buffett 91 has raised more than $53.2 million for Glide in 21 auctions, which began in 2000. Winning bids have ranged from $25,000 to the highest bid ever this year. Because of the pandemic, the last auction took place in 2019 with a winning bid of $4 million. So from $4 million, I just can't imagine spending that kind of money. That's just crazy. $19 million.
Who has that kind of money to just here? Either that or they got pre-approved for a bank loan.
That's a big bank.
Yeah.
I can't imagine spending that kind of money for eating with anybody. And it better be more than just a steak. It
What
better
do they
be
call
lots
it?
of steaks.
A miscellaneous. No. They can't say it's a vacation loan. They can't. Maybe they're saying it's a consolidation of debt. It's the reason they need that big of a loan. Who knows?
I don't know. That's just a lot of money. He gives us $19 million. Yeah, I'd like him to give me. I'd be happy. I'm not going to be greedy.
Happy with just $1 million.
Give me $10 million. I'll be happy with that.
I would have.
That would be able to buy me a new studio with new equipment and not using some of this older equipment that I've been running. I'm running on this notebook that's probably 6 years old. That's an old notebook.
Mm-hmm.
It's running better than the last one though. Anyway, yeah, that's what Buffett's doing, and he's not doing it Buffett style. So, here's something I found really interesting. Now, TNA is now 20 years old.
Ooh.
So that. By the way, TNA is Impact Wrestling. For those of you,
It's not the other initials.
it stands for Total Nonstop
Action.
Asses. Oh no, Action. Yeah.
You are a total non-stop ass.
I am. I'm pretty good at it. I've definitely worked
You've
in
had
it.
20 years to practice.
20 years. Actually, we've been on the air for as long as almost them.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, it's cool because in this thing, they're having Sting, Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, and more are going to be appearing to celebrate the 20 years of Impact. Now, what makes that really unique?
We've had Kurt Angle on the show. We've had AJ
no, we
Styles.
have not.
I thought we did.
We have not had Kurt Angle on the show. We have not had Sting on the show.
I didn't say Sting.
We
I said
have
AJ.
had AJ on.
Yeah, I
now,
knew we had.
what the interesting part about these guests are what?
They're all men.
Okay.
All in the Hall of Fame.
They are not. AJ's not yet, but he's...
Are they different generations?
Okay. No. I mean, they are, but not really. Okay, let me show you. Okay, so Sting is a star of WCW, and he's a star of Impact, and he got a Hall of Fame ring at WWE.
Okay.
Kurt Angle is a Hall of Famer, worked for WWE and Impact.
Okay.
AJ Styles worked for
WWE.
Impact and WWE. But AJ Styles is still working for WWE. Okay? Now, that's where the thing is interesting. They allowed him to give a video wishing them a great anniversary. And that is pretty big. That's a pretty big thing. So also, I guess Bob Ryder died at some point. I don't know when he died, but he must have died at some point.
Yeah, I think he was right around the same time as Hebner, but I'm not sure.
Really?
I think because I didn't see anything as much as I did with Hebner.
Well, Hebner was obviously a big WWE guy, right, and left there and was working for there. But I'm really kind of shocked by that because I didn't know he died, and I mean, I guess I don't really pay as much attention, but I guess he died November 24th, 2020.
Oh,
and I didn't realize that, but he's a big guy that he was always friendly to the show, always friendly to our show, but it surprised me because I wasn't really aware that he died, so kind of caught me off guard, and so I guess I wasn't paying attention or something. I mean, I don't know if he died of COVID or
multiple
anything.
melanoma.
Oh wow, okay. He wasn't that old, was he?
65.
Was he? Okay, he was older than I thought he was, but still, that's not that old in today's world. So anyway, we have a. Let me see. I'm trying to find. Here it is. Here's one from Kurt Angle. Let's see if it plays. Oh shoot! Ah, damn it! Didn't mean to do that. Hate when I push the wrong button. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, we got an ad now. Didn't have an ad before. I don't want the ad. Get back here. Okay, Kurt, go ahead. Ah, there we go.
TNA gave me an opportunity, but I needed it, and I'm very grateful for that. I want to thank all the fans for welcoming me the first time I stepped foot in the ring. I had incredible feuds with AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Sting, Christian Cage, Bobby Roode, and so many others.
What? Okay.
Another 20 years of Impact Wrestling.
Wow.
Now the thing about this was that Kurt Angle went there after WWE let him go, and when WWE let him go, it was because he was taking like opioids. Like he was taking, I think it was 100 pills a day, and he was Are you falling asleep?
No,
over
I'm
there?
not falling asleep. I'm
Okay.
listening to you.
Oh, I was
You said
checking.
He was taking 100 pills a
Yeah,
day.
yeah. It looked like your eyes were
No,
closed. I
no,
thought maybe I was-
I'm listening
I
to
thought
you.
maybe I was boring.
No, no,
I
I'm
don't
listening to what you're
Look and
saying.
lay down.
No, I'm listening to what
Okay.
you're saying.
Just making sure you're
No,
okay.
you said
Just-
100 pills a day,
Yeah.
opiate and all that.
Can you imagine 100? I mean, I take 3 a day. I can't imagine taking.
I was
100.
just thinking I take about 20
I
pills a
take
day.
7
It's
in
like,
the
holy
morning and then
cow.
1 at night.
Not of
Yeah.
opioids though.
No.
He's
No.
taking 100
No, that's-
opioids a day.
That
No,
is
thank
terrible.
you.
He's not now. He's off all of it. But that killed his marriage. It killed his career with WWE. Then we got AJ Styles, who's still with WWE. Okay, I don't know if we're gonna try to get this. I don't know why there's applause in the background.
Because he's cute.
Oh, okay, this must be playing while it's live on the air. That's right. Back then, that was when Jerry Lynn and Loki were the big names in the independent circuit, and they were all They were all in independent, or they were all in Impact or TNA at the time, and I thought he'd never make it to WWE because of all the things that he refused to do because he's a religious guy, and
But we knew him when.
we knew him before he did any of those. He was working some shows here in Pennsylvania, and he was one of Bill Barron's favorite characters. And anyway,
Matches that I will never forget. The matches with Kurt Angle were unbelievable. The backstage, that changed everything. With myself, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, and Calvin Klein. No, we weren't 6'5", Jack. But we changed that.
they did.
It wasn't about weightlifting, it was about knowing.
Yes.
You, the fans, voted AJ Styles as most impactful X Division wrestler. And not only that, most impactful male wrestler. It means everything coming from
Look at it. Oh, look at his skull. Look at this. He's
Yeah.
got this big crack on his skull.
Mm-hmm.
Styles would still be AJ Styles. But how phenomenal would I be without Impact Wrestling? Thank you. I want to thank WWE for allowing me to do this. They understand. Impact Wrestling, claps my hand.
Nice. Cheers, AJ.
So I really thought that was kind of cool that the WWE didn't give him a hard time about that because he's really one of the biggest stars in WWE right now, and he's where he belongs. He belongs in WWE because he is phenomenal. He's one of the best wrestlers out there.
I always liked him.
Yeah, he was always a good guy. So, but it was really neat that they
I
allowed
still
him
like
to-
the fact that we can say we knew him when.
yeah. Also,
You know, that gives us.
here
that gives me
you know
a
who
good
she is,
feeling.
right?
I can't
That's
say
Rock's
that.
daughter, isn't it?
Huh?
That's the Rock's daughter, isn't it?
No, it is not. That was there's
Kong?
Kong, but before the girl before, that'd be her.
No.
That's Gail Kim. That's
Oh, okay.
Robert Irvine's wife.
Oh, okay.
That's you know who Robert Irvine is, right?
Yeah,
Restaurant
the
Impossible.
chef dude. Yeah.
Restaurant Impossible. That's his wife.
Oh, wow.
Kong's retired now too, right?
Yes, I haven't heard anything out of her.
But I will tell you, they did do a lot of things for women's wrestling, but WWE took that ball and ran with it. And the wrestlers in WWE, the female wrestlers, are without a doubt the best wrestlers in the world today, even if you include the male wrestlers. Because Charlotte Flair is one of the best wrestlers. Of course, they've got what's her name, Ronda Rousey. You know, those people, they are top-notch women. These women are good too, but when I watch an Impact Wrestling show, last one I saw was so bad. It was so bad. It was unforgivably bad. And, you know, and it didn't matter if the women were wrestling or the men, it was just a bad show. And they're people that should know better. So, but there are some good wrestlers in Impact. One of our favorite ones, or one of my favorite ones, is Luke Gallows. Mm-hmm. He actually has I got one of his promos too, as a matter of fact, somewhere. Where's my? He should be under. Wasn't under Luke Gallows. What was he under? He was another name. He was
Luke Hawx?
No. Oh, Luke. Oh, I saw. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll tell you about that after the show. Most people wouldn't care. I have a Luke Hawx story that I wanted to share with you that is really good. Maybe it's under current wrestlers. No. Thought it would be. Darn it. So I guess I can't really.
You have a lot of promos.
I do have a lot of promos. I started putting them in categories by current wrestlers, commercials. I did this one commercial that was interesting. I don't know if it's in this or not.
I still like the fact that Gail Kim is married to Robert Irvine. You think, okay, here's a wrestler. You know, she knows about nutrition. She's married to a celebrity chef, so she's got a guy that'll cook for her. I mean, I have a guy that cooks for me, don't get me wrong, but...
Wish I had a guy that would cook for me.
I told you I'd rent you my Keith.
Why won't you rent me him?
I can't give you everything.
You don't give me anything anymore.
That's your fault.
Okay.
I wish I had a guy that cooked for me.
Yeah, I cook for me most of the time, and I cook for her, Christine, most of the time. So
you do.
This is
Mr. Redenbacher.
TrashTalkingRadio.com. You will feel the wrath and the fury.
That's the guy I said, Luke Gallows. I think I want to hold on. I gotta do this before I forget, because I know I'm gonna forget to do this. There she is. Okay, I gotta give this to her. Let her guess who it is. Do you know who this is? Listen to the promo. I'll give it to her, and I know she'll appreciate it because she's one of his best friends.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going to see her when I go down to Georgia. I hope, if I have time.
Is that someone that lives in Georgia, or?
Yes. Yeah. She lives in Georgia, but so does Luke. Luke Gallows lives in Georgia. And so I'm hoping to see Nigel, my buddy Rich, hopefully with her, and I would love to see Luke.
Well, you know, Nigel may take you to a different venue.
Well, the problem is I'm not going to have any time.
Yeah.
I'm spending all day Thursday with my girlfriend.
The new one?
Yes.
Okay.
The one that's 25.
Who looks 10.
Who looks 10, yeah. Well, she doesn't look 10 now. She looks a little bit more like 25.
No, Christine's not listening.
Oh, I told her already.
Oh, okay.
She already knows. She knows what I'm doing. I don't do anything that I don't tell her.
I know that.
I'm so
open.
I want to make sure that there's no hanky-panky going on my end.
Neither hanky nor pinky.
I don't need any hanky,
No
or
hanky
panky.
pinky going on
All
my
right.
end either.
Let's talk about the Peacemaker. This is for my sister. This story is for my sister more than anybody else. So, the Peacemaker animation, I hate to tell you, I told you that Eagly was cool. Eagly is the Peacemaker's favorite friend. His best friend is Eagly. So, Eagly is an eagle.
Right.
It's like dog being named dog. Eagly is named an eagle named Eagly. While there's no shortage of colorful and interesting characters in Peacemaker, there's one that just might be everyone's favorite, and it's true. The character, of course, is Eagly, Peacemaker's pet bald eagle / best friend. And while the bird certainly looked real, and it looks real. You won't believe that it's not real. Eagly is very much a stunning visual effects creation. Eagly looks so real. I don't know if they're going to show it. James Gunn. Okay, maybe they will show it. Let's fast forward this and see what. Okay, we're still talking about Eagly. I should have looked in. That way I would know where it is if it's anywhere. James Gunn is the guy that did Peacemaker, but he also did the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be a great movie. I can't wait to see it. But James Gunn is a genius when it comes to this kind of stuff. Okay, it looks like they're not going to talk about Eagly, sadly. Wanted to see Eagly show up on the screen so I could show you Eagly. But anyway, so Eagly is as realistic as possible. Hopefully they even have. I hope they have a picture of Eagly. I want to see a picture of Eagly. Don't they? Don't. But anyway, that is indeed all special effects, and Eagly is not a real character or a real
Like this
eagle.
one?
No, it's even there like that.
Oh.
That is Eagly.
Yeah, I was going to say, here's some videos.
And Eagly, is that? Yeah, but is that on
You're saying
YouTube?
that's
Yeah.
a mechanically thing, or
Yes, it's not a real eagle,
wow.
and it's so cool because it's such a big part of that show. Because Eagly, there's a scene in there where they have this bomb that they want to drop on the bad guy, and he goes, "Well,
There's a
it's
picture of him.
okay. Well, it might be in the other clip that I'm going to do too. Anyway, in the show, he goes, well, I'll just have Eagly take it over there and drop it off. And they said, oh, will he do that? And he goes, well, yeah, of course he will. He's my best friend. And Eagly takes it, and he picks it up, and he starts flying, and he's flying towards the place that he's supposed to drop it off, and then he decides to go the other way, and he drops it off in the woods somewhere, and they have to go retrieve the bomb so that they can drop it on the bad guys. It was really bad, but it was funny as anything. Hopefully this will have another. There's a picture of him.
Aww.
There's Eagly. So Eagly is a character that isn't really there, and it just is. I really enjoyed the Peacemaker. They should have that season 2 out soon, but it's a fun show because it's not too serious, and in fact this superhero is a superhero gone bad. Every time he says he's going to do something goes bad, and like when he was trying to get rid of the one character, he ends up blowing up half the building. It just is really bad, but it's so funny. It's worth it. It's just a really hilarious show. So, no, I think I did this already. Yeah, I did do that. Okay. Anyway, so if you get a chance to watch it, it's on HBO Max, and it is definitely worth watching. So I love Peacemaker, and John Cena is really good in it. I didn't know how he'd be as an actor, but he's actually fairly good at acting. He's like a lot of the wrestlers; they're used to doing improv stuff, and he's used to being in front of a camera and stuff. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of the wrestlers do well. They are used to that pressure. So that's.
But they can become speechless. We saw it. Ashley and I saw it.
When they be speechless.
when Sean Carr had to do his promo or his
Okay,
little
that's
thing.
yeah, but it's different because that's
Right, but he's usually a natural on the mic, and because of the situation, that he couldn't.
Hey, there she is.
Yeah, I told her.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Mike, hello.
All right. Well, she just told you about the Sweet 16 party. I told you about that.
Yeah.
You shutting your computer down or what?
No, I'm just tired of dealing with that, so I switched to my phone.
Okay. I guess Ashley and I are the only ones that are playing.
I'm still in the chat room.
I guess I'll have to look at her computer because I can't look at your computer.
Why? You have your own.
Well, I like to monitor what you're doing. So when I do a contest, I know whether or not you're cheating.
Or you can look at my phone.
Well, I can see if you're cheating or not because you're right here, right?
Exactly.
I don't really have to. I'm just... all right, back to... all right, now we're on to the main show. Should I do this as a...
I didn't know we were off the
Okay.
show.
I need you guys to write down the five restaurants.
Just 5 restaurants.
5 restaurants.
Okay.
And I'm going to make sure that you're all playing fair. You got to write... How are you going to write them down? You don't have anything
I'll
to write
put
on.
his on here.
Okay.
I've got paper and stuff.
Okay. 5 restaurants, the top fast food restaurants in Los Angeles or San Diego.
Ooh.
5 top restaurants in Los Angeles or San Diego. They're going to be different, but if you pick 5, we'll see who wins the most. The top 5 fast food restaurants in Los Angeles and San Diego.
Okay, I have my 5. What are yours?
Taco Bell. Then I would go McDonald's, Burger King, and Hardee's would be 4, right?
You need a 5th one.
I don't know another one. Arby's, I guess.
You said Hardee's.
No, Arby's.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right, you 2 are done. You got it.
I'm working on it.
I can see what you're doing. So she can't cheat. She can't be searching the internet. Tina, probably. The answer is probably. I have to check to make sure I'm not scheduled for anything with my acting classes and stuff for that weekend.
You said in Las Vegas?
Los Angeles.
No, Los
Los
Angeles and San Diego.
Okay.
We're just going to use the same answers for both because I know no reason to create 2 new ones because you don't know what restaurants there are out there anyway.
Exactly.
So we're just going to use them for the same.
Okay.
Okay. How many you got to go there?
Just one more.
Talks amongst yourself out
Yeah,
there.
we do.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. What do you got?
I have McDonald's, KFC, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, and Five Guys.
Ooh,
Okay.
I didn't think of this.
3. You got 3 in Los Angeles. You got 1 in San Diego.
Woo!
What's yours?
I've
I'll do yours last.
McDonald's, Dairy Queen, Burger King, Taco Bell,
Wait a minute. Wait.
and Sheetz.
Burger King, Taco Bell, and Sheetz. You got 1.
Okay. Trish.
Burger King.
Hold on. Trish.
Okay. And his?
And...
I'm more Taco Bell, McDonald's, Burger King, Hardee's.
Wait a minute. Taco Bell, no. McDonald's, 1. Can't say it again. Okay. Burger King. Hardee's. Well, I can give
She
you. I'll
cheated.
give you Hardee's because out there. It's not called Hardee's. It's called Carl's Jr. And
How could I cheat?
'Cause
I
of
can't
this.
see that monitor.
You still
okay,
cheat.
you got 1. You got 2. You got 3.
And you got no. I got 4. You said I had 3 and 1. 3 in one city, 1 in.
Well, I
the other.
wasn't I was just combining them all
Oh, okay.
together.
So then I had 4.
Yeah. No, I was combining.
Oh, okay.
You got 1. You said McDonald's, and McDonald's is 1 that you all got.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't. We could do that, but then you get 2 points for McDonald's, and I'm just going to give you
Okay.
1.
Hi,
point.
Doc.
Okay, so the way it works here is the top 5 in LA are 5 Guys, Chipotle, In-N-Out Burger, McDonald's, and Chick-fil-A.
I should have done Chick-fil-A.
And the top food in San Diego is In-N-Out, Chipotle, McDonald's, Carl's Jr., and Jersey Mike. You wouldn't think Jersey Mike would be one, but keep in mind that things like
well, there's so many to choose from.
Hardee's is Carl's Jr. out in the West Coast,
Right.
but also other than Pennsylvania, most places else are Carl's Jr. But
I was trying to think of ones that are nationwide.
Well,
and
and-
some of them I didn't know.
and to be honest with you, if I was guessing, I would have guessed KFC. I would have guessed Wendy's. I would have guessed
Chick-fil-A and
Taco
Five-
Bell, but Taco Bell was not one of them,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that really
Chick-fil-A and
shocked
Five
me.
Guys are like.
Well, that's what I
Unusual
figured when I picked
for me.
Taco Bell. I figured it'd be everybody loves Taco Bell,
And especially
yeah.
in South
Yeah. Yep.
California,
Yeah,
I figured that was a shoe in there.
yeah.
Surprisingly, those are the top in there. Okay, Chick-fil-A. If you want to take it a step further,
She's calling me a cheater. How can I cheat? I can't see your screen.
she can't see
Too
my
far away.
You want to take it a step further?
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A, top 5 states.
Oh
No,
Lord.
top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Top 6 states.
Well, I know Pennsylvania is one of them.
Wait, I'm not there yet.
Okay. Let's say 5. You can only go 5. You can go 5. You don't have to go
Okay.
all those. Just 5. And I'm saying states rather than cities. They're saying cities. I don't want to do cities because that's going to be too hard to be specific about. So.
I have no idea other than
Okay, I'm ready for yours, Michael.
well, Pennsylvania has to be one.
Okay.
California. I don't know. I have no idea. New York.
Okay, that's 3.
Texas. I don't know. And we'll go New Jersey. I have no idea.
Okay.
No idea.
You got yours?
Yep.
No, not you.
Oh.
I know you have yours because I can see.
Okay.
You got yours? All right, give me yours.
Oh wait, that won't work. Well, okay, yes. I said Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Really?
Yep.
I have Georgia. California.
Ding, 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 ding.
I had California.
Connecticut.
No.
Connecticut.
Connecticut. I was going to say Connecticut. No, I can tell you that.
And Nevada.
Wow.
1.
She got one.
Okay. Next.
Should have went with my other guesses.
Okay, he went California, which we knew.
Okay. Ding, 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 ding.
New York,
Ding, 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 ding.
Texas,
No.
New Jersey. Okay. So I went California, of course,
Okay. Ding, 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 ding.
Maryland, Ohio, Illinois.
So I won that one.
Boston.
Massachusetts.
Yep, nobody guessed that.
That was.
Detroit, Michigan.
Michigan.
New York.
I had New
Phoenix.
York.
Yeah, I gave you a ding, ding, ding.
I got credit for New York. I had New York.
Yeah, I gave you that.
Yep.
And California was the other
Phoenix,
one.
Arizona.
Wow.
Wow.
Portland, Oregon.
Oh!
Salt Lake City, Utah.
Wow.
And San Francisco.
Wow.
I just thought they were interesting because you never know where the cities are that are what's going to be a good, what's good in one city is not necessarily good in another city.
Right.
But I found that interesting, and I held that for you guys to come back and have everybody here because I thought it was more fun than just talking about that.
I was trying to pick states that that you don't hear a lot about.
Yeah, well, I don't think I would have done that well either because I wouldn't have thought that certain states. I figured California is going to be a shoe-in for all of them, but for the first one where you had to guess the actual places, I wouldn't have thought necessarily that it would have been what it was. It was really interesting to me.
If we were doing cities, there was no way we would got probably the cities. Yeah.
Really, do you think major?
No, I wouldn't. No, that's why I didn't even. I figured we'd do the
there's
state.
no way we would have got the cities.
Yeah, I figured that wouldn't work. So, all right, now let's move on. Let's go on. What's the biggest fish ever caught? The biggest fish ever caught.
Okay.
Sucker! Sorry.
Anybody? Any idea?
The only fish, I mean...
you don't have to say the name of the fish. How heavy? How about that?
Oh,
Okay, I was going to say, do you want the name of the fish or do you want the...
Well, you can give me the name of the fish or the size or the weight.
256 pounds.
256
Really? For a
pounds.
fish?
Okay.
They've, I don't know.
Anybody else?
I'm going to say 18 pounds for a
18
fish.
pounds. Ooh, you're a little fish. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, really. I would go probably 200 pounds.
What'd you say?
250 pounds.
How big do you think it is?
How big the fish was?
5 foot.
Probably, probably
feet
about,
long.
yeah.
And how much does he weigh?
18 pounds.
Wow, that's going to be a skinny fish. The new skinny fish.
Diet.
Tina, catfish.
Anybody else?
Penis is catfish.
Catfish, okay. And anybody else for length?
I said 5
Length,
foot.
I would say 6 feet.
6 feet? Oh, you're agreeing with him? Okay.
And
I said 5 foot.
And you said 10 foot. Okay.
Flounder.
You're skinny fish. Okay. All right, well.
Oh, Tina says 100-pound catfish.
All right. Nobody's even close except close on the length. The fish, the biggest freshwater fish ever caught and it's in Cambodia. 661-pound fish.
Wow.
Which measured about 13 feet in length.
Wow.
606, and he was 13 feet. His mouth was the size of a banana.
Oh my goodness.
13 feet. 608.
What kind of fish was it?
661. He's a stingray.
Wow.
This is a freaking huge fish. I can't even imagine. And that's freshwater. I didn't think stingrays were freshwater.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
Well, apparently in Cambodia they are freshwater fish. And that's how. Look at the size of the people and look at the size of this fish. This is a huge fish.
Hey, I was surprised I was close to the length.
Yeah.
Weight maybe.
Well, you were. Yeah, yours was a
skinny one.
Very hungry fish. But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting that
he had COVID-19.
at least COVID-19, 20, whatever it took.
Whatever you were on now.
Just a crazy size for a fish, though. I guess you can eat them. I don't even know. Can you eat them? Can you eat a stingray?
Alexa, can a person eat a stingray?
Contributor. Yes, you can eat stingray, and they do make good eating. As unappetizing as they look, and as weird as their anatomy seems, stingrays, skates too, aren't much harder to clean than your usual table varieties. Did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for your feedback.
You're welcome. Anyway, so I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Do you ever, we have the riverboat out in Harrisburg. They have dining in the riverboat.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How would you like to go to the world's largest restaurant on water?
Ooh.
80 feet floating restaurant.
Oh, that seems like fun.
It's in
but
Hong-
I'd hate to see the price.
Why? What kind of price? What?
I'm afraid it would be very expensive.
Okay. Well, it is expensive, but not in price.
Okay.
I got to pay to get on the boat.
Hong Kong.
Oh, well, see, I can't even see.
Hong Kong inquiry after iconic 80-foot floating restaurant capsizes at sea.
Oh,
How would you like to take a ride on that?
no, thanks.
You're out there on sea having a good old meal, and then they decide
Everybody
it's
goes
going
to one side. It's
Hey.
Titanic all over again.
all you fat people, get off the one side. We're going to capsize. Just really funny.
Oh.
Hey, I'm fat. I'm allowed
Hey,
to say
that little
that.
boat was pushing them.
Yeah. Well, you gotta have some. That's
Some help to roll over.
yeah. They're like a dog. Roll over.
Roll over and play dead.
It's like minutes on your phone. Roll over.
Or an IRA. Roll over.
Yeah. That was just really crazy to think about a restaurant that big. And who would have thought, it was going to capsize. That's bad for business.
Kind of makes you wonder what happened that it did that, though.
Well, I didn't read that part. I can read that part. Let's see. According to the restaurant's owner, it encountered adverse conditions as it was passing the Xisha Islands, also known as the Paracel Islands. Water got inside and it began to tip. No one was injured, but efforts to save the vessel failed and it capsized. Aberdeen Restaurant Enterprises said it was very saddened by what had happened. Yeah, I would think that would be, I'd be sad about that too. Not only do you lose your ship, but you have to worry about people suing you.
Yeah, especially for the money they paid for their meals.
It was 260 feet in length. Jumbo had been a landmark in Hong Kong for more than 10 decades, serving Cantonese cuisine to more than 1 million guests, including the Queen and Tom Cruise.
Wow.
I don't think they were there at the same time.
Probably not.
So I just kind of thought that was wild. That is a big boat there, and it's not anywhere near the size of that boat.
Oh, my goodness.
It's crazy. But I thought that was really interesting that had happened. So,
Sweet Cheyenne.
a California gas station manager was fired.
Yeah,
You know about that one, don't you?
I won't say nothing, but yes. Yes, I saw the brief.
Yes. Do you know how much it was? How much he was?
I don't remember, but it was
Close. Very close. Do you know why he was fired?
Uh-uh.
Do you know why he was fired? That's you. Yeah, you're the only one left. Or you
I'm investigating something, but not that.
Oh, okay. California gas station manager was fired after accidentally selling fuel for 69 cents a gallon.
Oh, yeah.
He changed the fuel and sold it for 69 cents
Wow.
a gallon.
Change.
Yeah.
Change.
Well,
I remember that.
I just briefly saw where there was somebody that was trying to give $20,000 back, and the company wouldn't accept it. But I didn't read it.
I should have known that because I sent that.
Oh, I don't know if you did or not.
I sent it too.
I did. I have it right here.
Well, I saw it on the news
There
when I
was
doing
also
my stuff
there was
too.
an also related to an article related to this that a young gentleman was I forget what kind of car he was filling up, but he was filling up his own car, and then an older gentleman was waiting to
With a
fill up
gas
a
can.
gas can. The young gentleman took the gas can, filled up the gas can. The older gentleman said, here's money, and he wouldn't take the money, and basically got his gas can filled up for free and kept on
And
filling
then-
up his
yeah,
car.
that one I did see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
You
Well,
know.
the guy lost $16,000,
Wow.
and the company wants their money back, so he started a GoFundMe. Gas that was supposed to be listed at $6.99 a gallon was actually calibrated at 69 cents per gallon. The error went unnoticed by store attendants for nearly 3 hours. I think I would know.
Well, yeah. Hey, it's 69 cents a gallon. Here, go. And everybody goes, woof.
Yeah, they all, I'm sure, jumped all over that. I'd be wondering why the gas.
I know I would.
The guy has a pickup with a 50-gallon tank, and it only costs.
18-wheeler.
We changed it, or they changed the gas prices at Rutter's 10 cents down, from $4.99 to $4.89, and everybody was like, wow,
Yep.
let's go get some gas or whatever. From 10 cents, it was like, everybody noticed that.
Well,
Well, people are watching gas prices
Well, yeah,
now because
yeah.
of how crazy they are.
yeah. Well, the thing is, now what's going to happen? Oh, I'm sorry, 17,000. A GoFundMe page was set up by his sister to help recover the cost of the gas station lost in revenue. As of Thursday, it had more than 17,000 pledged. So he only lost 16,000. So,
I saw a posting the other day. John Rambo.
but he lost his job.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Rambo posted that it cost him $48.50.
Yeah, I saw that post.
To fill up his girlfriend's car. And I said, well, I know what you mean, because I had just filled my car up, but thankfully for Rudder's bonus points, I was able to save money. So that to me works. And now that I'm starting to use the Upside app, when Ashley and I went to New York, that saved me 50 cents a gallon.
Well, what's going to happen here is that when they actually start dropping the price, they'll drop it down to like $5 a gallon. Everybody will say, oh, that's a bargain.
Yep.
That's not a bargain. That just means that they got you believing now that that's a good deal. So now instead of them making, 100% profit, they can make 125% profit, and everybody
It's
thinks
just
they're
lower
doing.
than what it was.
Yeah, they'll think it's, oh, what a deal. It's not a deal. That's that's crazy. But the kid, the John, the guy that was in charge, he was put on administrative leave. He was then terminated from his position.
Wow.
So, yeah, and it says here the price glitch was caused by a technical error and a misplaced decimal point, according to the. So it wasn't necessarily his fault,
Right.
but he got blamed for it. All right, since let's do this again. There are 10 states. Now this was 2 weeks ago, so this is going to be off by 2 weeks. 10 states have gas prices of more than $5 a gallon. Can you name? Let's name 5. 5. Or do you want to name? Let's name 5, because you guys have a hard time coming up with the states. So, what do you think? 5?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I got my 5.
Already? All right. You got your 5?
Do you have your 5?
Connecticut's going to be one of them. California, Maine, I'll go with a little bit further to the south is Massachusetts and Florida.
Okay.
Okay. Got yours?
Almost.
Almost?
Make sure she's not cheating.
No, she's not cheating. She's just trying to think of states.
Well, there's only 50 to choose from.
Yeah, I'm only asking for 5. I'm asking for 10%. Do 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 do.
Well, see, it's harder for her because she doesn't have to worry about putting gas in a car.
Do
No, that's not what it is. It's you get yours. Yours is. He says his out loud, and I'm trying not to take the ones he says.
It's okay if we duplicate.
I know.
Yeah, it's,
Because I'm sure we did. I know him and I did.
Because like I think of him, and then it's like, oh, he says it, and it's now I'm like, I try to
but see,
rethink.
he didn't know what I had, and I know we duplicated on one.
I know
that's by
that.
Connecticut.
Nope.
Maybe California then.
Boom. Okay, she says New York. Tina Henry says New York, New Jersey, Florida, Colorado, Vermont. So you want to write them down, and we'll just see what we have there.
Okay.
You got them?
Yep.
All right. What do you got?
California,
Ding, 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 ding,
New
ding.
York.
I'm sure that's one of them, but let me check here. Wait, I'll just pull it up.
Didn't I say New York?
No, you said California, honey.
All right.
Oh,
We got the Big Five. I'll do the Big Five first. California, Nevada, Hawaii,
Oh.
I got that one.
Oregon, Washington State, and District of Columbia,
Wow.
Michigan, Illinois, Indiana. I'll give you these too. Pennsylvania,
wow.
Massachusetts.
I had California, New York, Texas, Hawaii, and Florida.
So how many?
I had Massachusetts,
Yes, you
I
did.
think,
Yes, you
and
did.
I had
California.
California.
Yes. So how many?
I had California, Texas, Pennsylvania, New York, and Maryland.
So you actually had
3.
3. Okay. And how many did he have?
2.
And how many did?
Tina had
2.
and Tina had 1.
Okay. And you had 2. That's not too bad.
How many did I have?
You had 2. I had
I
3.
was going to say, I thought I only
You're
had 2.
cheating.
No, she's not cheating.
Yes, she is.
No, she chose first.
Because I was just.
Yeah.
I was. See, I want to.
I was surprised on Pennsylvania, though.
I was surprised too.
Maybe out west, maybe out like Pittsburgh and stuff like that. Maybe Pittsburgh. I'm surprised.
Well, I don't know. They're pretty high here, aren't they?
Well, it's only
They're not quite.
not over $5 though.
It depends on where you go.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Next. You going to Florida? You want to have a party?
Yeah, we're going to Florida.
I hope it's no game.
I know somebody who's going to Florida. They leave tomorrow.
I'll be right back.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
My other office is calling.
Okay. Where's the best place to have a party? How about
Outside.
an $8 million Florida home?
Oh, your dad's home.
And the best part, they don't know who the people are.
And exactly, they don't know who my father is. All right.
Youths break into an $8 million Florida home, throw party, boxing matches, cops say. So not only are they going to Florida, but they got another free vacation in the Pokey. So not only do you just have this, but why would you have boxing matches? I would think if I'm going into an $8 million home, I'm going to be enjoying part of their...
The thing but is, why would you break into a home? You know, just
you
to have a
can.
party. The hell would it throw the party outside somewhere?
Because they weren't... Because they could? They
weren't
well, I mean,
thinking.
if
Wait,
they're
does it have a
kids.
swimming pool? Probably.
Probably. Let's see here. A large group of people broke into... If you have an $8 million home, you better have a swimming pool. They used it to throw a rowdy party that included trying on the owner's clothes and jewelry, according to the sheriff's department. It happened on June 18th on Blackwater Street. Why not just give the address? Jeez. In the watercolor community, the attendees staged boxing matches and around expensive furniture and art. The lakefront neighborhood is about 130 miles west of Tallahassee. No arrests have been announced, but videos posted. Now, see, this is the stupid part. So you break into the house, you have this party, and what do you do with it? You post the videos on social media. Oh, man. And it says here, an open house party is against the law. An open house party in a home you break into is burglary. A noise complaint early Saturday alerted authorities to the break-in, and most attendees were gone by the time the deputies arrived. Since then, videos are circulating in Snapchat, Instagram, and other social media platforms, with some of the highlights included were some of the people attending turning the foyer into an $8 million home into a boxing ring. Apart from the damage caused and the items stolen, it's a complete violation of someone's home that you can't put a price on. The feeling when you know someone went in your closet, tried on your clothes, and used your bathroom doesn't have a dollar amount attached to it, especially in a place when you're supposed to feel safe. Investigators and photos recorded during the event are being used as evidence. The sheriff's office said that several have been posted on social media by the sheriff's office in hopes that attendees will turn themselves in or be identified by tipsters. So detectives are asking for tips, identifying the people who circulate the flyers in advance. Anyone who, before anyone says this is kids being kids, we want you to ask yourself, how would you feel if your home was ransacked? Before you say that they may not have known, ask yourself what was taking place, whether it was appropriate or regardless of if they had permission, which they did not. Before making excuses for these kids, ask why they felt they could do this in the first place.
Trish lost her seat.
Hey, what you doing there, puppy?
She's trying to
How
get
you
in
doing?
the seat.
You can't get in there, can you? Can't
Because it keeps on moving.
Can't get your fat butt in there.
No,
Hey,
she can get the fat butt in there. She just keeps on moving.
you lost
You
your
lost your
seat.
seat.
She was trying to
Lost
get up on your
She
seat.
was trying to get in your chair.
Oh, Missy.
Yep, there you go. She's trying. Lucky it moves.
So anyway, these kids thought it was okay to do that, and I just think that they should be they should throw the book at them. I mean,
I think so too.
it's
I mean,
just stupid. And to post the stuff on social
well,
media,
that's what I'm saying. You
that's-
do it like you said, and then you post it on social media. What are you, stupid?
Yes.
Of course you're going to get caught.
entitled, stupid, whatever.
Yeah,
you know.
you're going to get caught.
Unbelievable. So, wow, I didn't see this one. This would be interesting. Awkward arrest sees naked man and woman in towel in Florida.
Oh, brother.
Oh, man. I remember a couple years ago. Well, okay, I want to go back to the other story first. Let's, for a second. When they talk about, my sister and I talked about this the other day. We talked about how when someone steals something from you, it doesn't even matter what the price of it was. Like when I used to live in Chambers Hill, I had a Ford Ranger pickup, and I had these really, really nice speakers in it. They were really expensive speakers, and I had a really nice stereo. I remember coming into going to work. I was getting ready to go to work, and I pulled out, and it was funny because my car was really quiet, and I thought, well, maybe I should turn the stereo on, and the stereo was usually on. All right, what are you doing?
She's
Puppy.
doing something.
Get out of there. Don't you be bad. Oh, she's
Do I
gonna
need to get up?
Nope, she just went upstairs. Anyway, they stole my speakers, and I felt so... It was weird. It was a weird feeling I can't tell you about. I don't know if you've ever had anything stolen from you, but when you...
The washer off the front porch?
Well, yeah, but that was something you wanted to get rid of, wasn't it?
Not really.
Well,
I mean, if Tiffany needed it, yes, but I could have used it
well, why was it on the front porch?
because she was on her way to Virginia and she looked at it. If she needed it, she was going to take it with her, but it was too small, so I left it on the front porch because I was working 2 jobs at the time and didn't have time to bring it in.
Oh, well, for me, my stereo was my truck was my second home, and I had a good stereo in there. I listened to it on the way to work, on the way back. It just was a violation, and I can't really... I felt like somebody was putting their hands on all my stuff, and it was just... it just was really... I can't explain it, but it was just really a bad feeling that I don't even want to. I mean, that was really the only thing that was ever, well, other than my guitar being stolen, it was the only other thing I remember it was stolen from me. And that hurt so bad. I didn't feel safe. I just felt paranoid, So it's kind of strange a strange feeling that I don't want to have ever again. Anyway, back to the Florida police arresting the naked couple. A naked man and woman were in a towel were arrested in Polk County. I guess they weren't naked if they had a towel on, right?
Well, that's what I was just going to say. Well, how are they naked if they have a towel around?
Well, I think they were naked before the towel.
Maybe.
It says the 29-year-old suspect, a man. Oh, fucking A. Not going to be able to. Well, maybe I will. Okay. 29-year-old man was in his shower with a female friend when the deputies show up. It happened May 30th. Well, wait a minute. A couple of deputies knocked down the door, and a woman answering wearing nothing but a towel and appeared wet. Okay, why? The deputies weren't detectives, but their keen investigation skills led them to believe that they just got out of the shower. She told the deputies that nobody else was in the house, and even told deputies to come in and look around if they wanted. Okay.
Wow.
A search followed, leading deputies to a locked bedroom door. The woman told the deputies that she did not have a key, which prompted the deputy to go outside and climb through the bedroom window. Once inside, the deputy found a wet, naked man hiding behind the door in the bathroom. He conceded he and the woman were in the shower together when the deputies arrived. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
The man was arrested on 2 felony counts of tampering with victim and burglary with assault. And the woman was also arrested for trying to hide him. Okay, well then that isn't exactly the way they said it.
Yeah, I know.
That's kind of weird because it sounded like they were doing something outside that they weren't supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
She was charged with violating her probation. Both were transported to jail, properly attired. Well, this is a stupid thing. It's not... Oh, I hate when they lead you to believe that it was going to be something. Now you're leaving. What's going on here? I'm going to leave soon. If you guys are going to...
She's got a phone call
Oh.
she has to take.
Oh, okay. All right, anyway. Well, that wasn't one of my articles anyway, so...
Maybe they were sunbathing on a nude beach.
No, they said they were
Yeah,
in the
said
shower.
Yeah. They didn't say anything about a shower.
So Kellogg,
Kellogg.
you buy Kellogg products?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're going to break into 3 companies.
Why?
Oh,
They're going to
Why don't you tell me why, Michael?
Snap, Crackle, and Pop are the 3 companies.
I saw that.
They're going to be they're going to have 3 companies now. They're going to have
And you get to decide which one you want to work for? Yeah.
it says here they're going to split into 3
Wait a minute,
companies.
my Crackle is better than my Pop. Okay.
The 3 companies are cereals, snacks, and plant-based foods. So it's not really Snap, Crackle, and Pop, but it still sounded funny. What's up?
Nothing. It's just Patrick got his first stung by a bee tonight.
Oh. Well, is he allergic?
We'll find out.
Ah, you don't even know. My mother was allergic to bee stings.
Ugh.
I was never really allergic to bee stings. And I don't think anybody else in the family was allergic to bee stings.
I wasn't allergic to them, but I just hated them.
Yes, it may have been clickbait. It may have been clickbait. They caught me. That was a horrible article.
I don't think I was allergic to them, but they didn't. Of course, you put what do you put the mud on them to get the stinger out and stuff?
Baking soda and water, like
Oh,
a
I used, I think, mud or something. I forget what it was. I used something to get the stinger out. And then I was fine afterwards after I started crying, after stopped crying and all that. Because I was a big baby.
All right, so what is Red Robin known for?
The burgers.
Yeah, the burgers.
Well, in Charlotte, the Red Robin there is known for...
Lobster.
No, it's known for burgers, but it's also known for edibles in the floors.
Oops.
Drug-laced treats found at Red Robin curbside orders. So you got...
Oops.
Hey, that'll increase your stock price.
Yeah. Mhm.
Come and get
That
your.
burger is $10. Why is it $10?
Oh, that burger is $10 though normally, so it'll be $20.
Yeah.
So they make the best burgers ever.
Tina said she was told to use water and seasoned salt.
For what,
Bee
bees?
stings, yep. Well, I just read for like mosquito bites, if you take a metal spoon and hold it under hot water and then press it on the mosquito bite, it'll stop it. Because it pulls the poison out.
All right. Red Robin Restaurant in Charlotte fired an employee after he was accused of putting possible drug-laced treats in to-go bags. Several customers reported finding what appears to be marijuana edibles in their orders. One woman said she ordered her meal curbside from the restaurant along with the Kenbrook Drive-In University City Wednesday night, and she and her daughter got an unwelcome surprise in their bag. I said, "Oh, I didn't know you ordered dessert or something." She said, "I didn't."
Wow.
The woman found something that resembles a crispy treat along with the card promoting Kel's Sweet Treats, the incredible edibles. It was a shock to realize that the person was that bold to give their card and put their face out there. See, now, that's bad business. You can't make any money if you're giving your stuff away.
Right.
So I would imagine that would have been an okay story if your friends were calling in an order to Red Robin and they knew you were going to give them treats or sell them treats. If you're just giving them away, that's not good business practice when you're going to get fired because now you don't have a vehicle to sell your stuff.
Right.
Today's kids.
Ann says maybe he also works at a dispensary. Oops.
Oops.
Wrong.
That could be. Not that we would know about those things, but, I just think it's funny that the person tried to sell, crispy treats with.
Wow.
Well, what they got with Kellogg's, they should have a fourth division, the edible division. Is that theirs? Yeah, Snap, Crackle, and Pop. Yeah,
There you go.
that would have been perfect. Snap, Crackle, Pop, and High. Oh man.
Exactly.
This next one I'm not real happy about. Pennsylvania House approves bill which will decriminalize fentanyl strips. They had Pam on fentanyl strips, and they were horrible. I did one of the fentanyl strips of hers one time, and I was in so much pain. And I'll tell you what, that fentanyl strip knocked me for a loop.
For dummies like me, what is a fentanyl strip?
Fentanyl is an opioid.
And it'll go directly into.
It goes in through your skin. It's like a patch. You put it on, and it's a patch, and it looks like. Harrisburg, come on!
Go see my people.
Oh, I was going to say I didn't know what. Wish I would stop that. I don't want to hear it. Anyway, it says Pennsylvania hopes that this will reduce overdoses. And I'll tell you, that really messed me up. I was driving when it kicked in, and I was just so messed up. I didn't even understand what was going on. I had to pull over, and I was like trying to figure out what it was, and it took me a couple minutes, and then I realized the only thing different was I had that fentanyl strip on. Pulled that off, and 15 minutes later I was back to normal. Those things are powerful things, and I don't even think they should be out on the market. I don't think you should even have those available to people. Those things are just horrible, and they're so strong, and even if they're at a lower dosage, I don't think I'd want them on the market. They're dangerous.
Yeah,
because they messed her up so bad. She just kept taking more and more of them, and
they're addicting.
They are addictive. They're very addictive, and I didn't like the feeling at all that they gave. And they had her on morphine, fentanyl, all these different things that they just shouldn't have put her on. So, I don't know. All right, next thing. Let's see. Hey, welcome back.
Thanks.
We missed you.
I missed you too.
Oh, why do you lie to her? I'm sorry.
All right, next one. Oh, shoot. No, I'm missing
You're
it.
dropping everything over
I
there.
lost the ball, though. I can't do anything without the ball. Darn it. Here we go again. All right. Let's take the ball out of here. I didn't want to because it's not red. Why is my carpet wet? Oh, we must have... Oh, we had... That's right. We had that rain. I guess my carpet was wet from the rain.
Oh, boy.
Well, I don't spend much time down here when I'm not on the show. So,
Mike's playing with his balls.
hey, let's not watch. Don't watch me.
I'm not.
You can watch me. I don't want him watching me. Okay. Yeah, so the fentanyl was the last one. Okay. You know, sometimes good Samaritans are out there every
Yeah.
once in a while.
That we know.
There was a taxi that crashed in New York City into a New York City building, and these good Samaritans were racing to help them.
Wow.
We never hear good stories. All right, what did I hit? What happened? Did I hit the? Oh, okay. Just look at that. They did some major damage there from the looks of things. This taxi kind of did some.
Yeah, it's almost like we were talking earlier about the young gentleman helped the older gentleman out with the gas.
Yeah.
There are few and far between.
Yeah.
Did I just do this?
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are some nice guys like me out there.
Who said you were nice?
He did.
Oh.
He said he was nice, and if he says it, it's got to be
Right.
true.
Exactly.
Did you read
And
it on the
If I
internet?
said it on Tuesday
Well, it's on the internet
night,
now.
If I said it on Tuesday night, it must be true.
Oh man,
Sorry, my hearing went. What did you say?
Yeah, exactly.
Who?
Yeah.
Doctor Who?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, Doctor Who was good.
That's
What?
Doctor Strange.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that too.
There you go.
At
Anyway,
least he didn't get a boo on Who.
why would he cry about that?
Who knows?
Sure, who does know? All right. So anyway, here we go. We got this. We got a video here. Let's see if we can see it. Well, we don't need voice for this. I guess I could turn the.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah, there were people. Well, if you're in New York, I mean, with this taxi, I don't know why it went. Says here, taxi jumps the sidewalk, New York City on the 29th and Broadway, mowing down multiple people. A group of 10 to 15 people lifted the cab off the people who were trapped under it.
Wow. Wow.
So that's pretty interesting. It says a group of heroes in New York sprang into action when an out-of-control cab barreled into Manhattan Cafe Monday, lifting the nearly 4,500-pound SUV off two female tourists trapped under it. How would you like to go up to New York and it's your first time in New York and you get run over by a taxi?
I'd never go to New York again.
Yes, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
The women were among 6 tourists injured in the bloody mayhem at the 1186 Broadway between West 29th Street and West 28th Streets just before 1 p.m. 3 of the victims were in critical condition. They weren't screaming or talking. They were in complete shock and watching us. One of the Good Samaritans said of the injured ladies, Diogla, who was working construction on the second floor of the New Ritz-Carlton Hotel and residences in the Nomad Block. I wonder if that's out by where I was. It might have been, because I think I was staying in a Nomad when he heard the crash. Said one of the victims lost a leg below the knee and that the ankle on her other leg was mangled. The second woman was missing the majority of one of her thighs. Whew. Man, that's got to be horrible. That's that looks like similar to where I was, because that looks really close to where I was when I look at it. I wonder if that's where it was. Oh, there's another. would have been
My
the other side of
question
the
is,
street.
how fast are these people going?
Well,
Because we had-
that guy had to be going fast if he went.
Right, and we had a Turkey Hill near us. The person jumped the curb and went right into the Turkey Hill, and it's like that curb's like real big, before they stop them, and it's like you got to be going real fast.
Well, it says, you can't go real fast in one of those because the traffic is so. I mean, there's a lot of people.
But
You
it
can't
was down. You go down a little bit of a hill, so that person had to be. I mean, you go down a little bit of a hill, and then the curbs got to be that big, So how the heck do you go over the curb?
It says the driver was in complete shock, just sitting in his seat with his hands on the wheel, and he was in the car for a couple of minutes until someone banged on the window and told him to get out because they were trying to free the women. He eventually got out, took a few steps, then fainted. The truck drivers had witnessed the whole thing. The SUV had a taxi appeared out of to cut the corner and turned into the bike lane. Then he lost control and slammed into the sidewalk. He hit the cyclist first, then he hit the people eating at the Black Seed Bagels, and everybody rushed over and lifted the taxi off the two women underneath. Man, what a way to, you get out of bed and you think you're going to have a good day, and man, these two women didn't have a good day. If the one girl's going to
that
lose
every day, and I still don't have a good day.
One woman's leg is gone. They were all mangled. The guy took off his belt and tied it around her leg to try to stop the bleeding. Video of the rescue effort taken a few floors above the street show the incredible scene as the New Yorkers rushed to save the injured. People lifted the SUV, whose 2022 model is listed by Toyota as weighing between 4,200 and 4,300 pounds, to unpin the women. Footage of the aftermath show one person on a stretcher with a massive gash on their head. Another showed another person with a serious ankle injury, while three of those injured were in critical condition. The fire department said the other three victims had non-threatening life injuries. So that's just really sucky to think that, and who knows? I mean, maybe he had a heart attack, or maybe he had a stroke or something that caused him, because they don't talk about it. It appears to have been an accident, but our highway investigator team is here, and they'll figure out what exactly happened.
Of course, they're going to say an accident no matter what, because technically, yeah, it's an accident. Anything that you don't plan on doing on purpose is an accident.
Well, I mean, I'm not thinking that guy was actually running into people on purpose, but who knows? Who knows? I mean, we don't know, but the guy was out of it, so he may have had
a seizure.
A seizure, yeah, that's what I was trying to think of the word. But really sad for those people that got injured and stuff. And it's a new car too. I guess the car probably was fixable anyway. But yeah, wow, that's a shame. Let's see, what else we got here? Okay, we're at 9:30. Okay. All right. Looking here at the stories that I have here that. This is interesting. A male mastodon suffered a brutal injury before he died 13,000 years ago. How could they figure that all out? Could you imagine looking at bones of a mastodon and saying, "Oh, he had an injury. He got that right before he died"? How would they know that? How do they know that somebody didn't dig down into the leg when they were finding him in the dirt? That's just crazy. Male mastodon died fighting with a rival during mating season about 13,200 years ago in what is now known as North Indiana. Now his well-preserved fossil and tusks reveal not only how the 8-ton adult died, but where he trekked across the North America. The mastodon, his fossil was first found on a farm in 1998 by Kent and Jane Bushing, who were mining for peat on their property. I wonder who Pete is. He must have had a lot of money.
Must have.
Or else it was mining. That's mine. Archaeologists then excavated the Bushing mastodon remains. A skeleton which is 9 feet tall and 25 feet long has been studied since 2006. It says here, a closer look at the mastodon skull show where he was killed when the tusk tip of another male mastodon punctured his right side of his skull. He died about 100 miles away from his home territory, according to the study. That would, I mean, people don't want to believe that dinosaurs and stuff existed.
Well, they do.
Well, it could be that that they don't. Maybe those tusks are actually tree limbs, and they believe that that's, who knows? Just think it's funny.
It was interesting. I was this afternoon after I got home from work.
Yeah.
I worked half a day in the office, half a day at home. And I was sitting there, and there were some people that come in the house, people that I knew, and they didn't realize that the banks were closed yesterday.
Yeah,
And I said,
I didn't.
why? And I'm like, it's June, what is it, Juneteenth? Juneteenth. And they're like, what's that? I'm like, really? I mean, it's a relatively new holiday.
I
but
didn't know it.
yeah, it was, so I quickly Googled it because I wanted a simple explanation.
There is no simple. It's Proclamation Day.
Yeah.
See, I didn't want to talk about this, but you brought it up.
Sorry.
I think that I don't have a problem with them celebrating the proclamation, but if I were not white, I would be offended by Juneteenth.
Okay.
Because instead of saying something like this is a proclamation thing, it sounds like they're uneducated by saying Juneteenth.
Okay.
I mean, that's my opinion, and I'm sure that's not a very popular opinion, and it probably wouldn't be liked by non-white people. But I'm just stating that it just really seems like a weird...
It's a weird way to
I
say
can
it.
understand the proclamation thing. I have no problems with that. I just think it's just really... I don't know. I just think that the people that came up with it, they probably have a good reason for calling it that. But I just think that it's a weird name, and because it's not about me, I guess I don't really get a say in it, but, I would think that Juneteenth, rather than making up a word, I guess maybe it has more meaning to someone that it may actually mean something. We could look that up.
What, Juneteenth?
Yeah, let's look it up.
Here, Juneteenth
Why?
meaning. Here it is. Originating in Galveston, Texas in 1866. Juneteenth is a federal holiday in the United States commemorating the emancipation of enslaved African Americans.
I don't have any problems with that, okay?
I got something.
Juneteenth marks the anniversary of the announcement of General Order Number 3 by Union Army. What?
She got something. Then along with those, I don't know what she got because she took off real fast.
She's right behind you.
Proclaiming
take off real
freedom
fast.
for
She
enslaved
just dropped
people
it.
in Texas. Originating in Galveston, the holiday has since been observed annually on June 19th
Yeah, she
in
just picked it back up.
various parts of the United States, often
Puppy.
broadly celebrating African American culture. The day was first recognized as a federal holiday in June 2021 when President Biden signed the Juneteenth National Independence Day Act into law. So,
Cheyenne. Lay down.
lay down.
Lay down. Lay down. Cheyenne. Lay down. What do you got? Sucker bone.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
Is it a bone? Okay.
Looks like
Lay down.
And she just wants
Lay down.
attention again.
Lay down.
Now we can continue. All right.
Celebratory traditions often include public readings of the Emancipation Proclamation, singing traditional songs such as Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, and Lift Every Voice and Sing, and the reading of works by noted African American writers such as Ralph Ellison and Maya Angelou. Some Juneteenth celebrations also include rodeos, street fairs, cookouts, family reunions, park parties, historical reenactments, and Miss Juneteenth contests. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, there we go. All right. Let's see here.
It's just another way to say let's have a party.
Well, let's have a party.
Aren't we having a party here?
Every day's a party here. All right. Talking dirty.
Mud.
I thought we were always
Swedish
talking dirty.
Swedish trash cans speak sultry phrases after people deposit trash.
Oh my.
I thought we were always talking dirty on the show.
Well,
This
we do
one's
have trash here, you know.
It's a trashy
that's
campaign.
True, but, you know.
It says two garbage cans in the Swedish city will now respond with suggestive phrases whenever someone throws away something. And it says, "Oh, right there, yes. Come back soon and do that again." Or, a bit more to the left next time. Those are phrases and quotes from the bins in Malå, Sweden, the third largest city. Malå, Sweden's third largest city. Sorry, read that wrong. The trash cans are prominent on a prominent bridge, the Dave Shallow Bron, near the city's main shopping district. They're part of a campaign to stop littering in Malmö, which is in the far southern Sweden, across the Öresund Strait from Copenhagen. So that's what the cans look like, and actually it looks like a mailbox.
Yeah.
But the sentences are part of the campaign's intention to get more people to talk about the dirtiest thing there is, littering. The stuff that ends up in our streets and squares and seas. And let's see here, it says, "So please go ahead and feed the bins with more rubbish." Yes, just like that. Those crazy Swedes. Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it. So if you ever wanted to, maybe that would be a good place to move to, because I'd have all those crazy garbage
You could have the
cans.
Swedish meatballs.
Well, I am part Swedish. We did win didn't I win an award in Sweden?
I believe so.
I think I did win a Swedish award. I believe that I'm going to have to look here in just a second to see if I'm
I want to hear the Swedish person say this shit.
I think it's funny that people were like,
A little bit to the left next time.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to hear them say that. Maybe I'll say that to you a little bit to the
Then
left.
go to
next
Sweden.
time. Yeah.
yeah, there you go. Sweden.
Fill her up, baby.
Do I have one in?
Okay.
Let me see. I don't know. Do I have? Wait a minute. I gotta pull up and see if we actually have. I think I do. I think I did a. Wait a minute. Let's see. Hold on here. Let me pull this up here.
Hey Alexa, can you talk in Swedish?
Sorry, I don't speak Swedish.
Okay,
Well, that was no fun.
I tried.
I want to.
I could eat Swedish meatballs.
Oh, well. Okay, that figures it doesn't have. Oh, here we go. There we go. Go to there. Now we'll have to do this. Browse.
Slowly turn around and look what she's got between her paws. Don't jump. Just look and see what she has.
She has her bone.
Okay, I
So
can't
it's a
tell.
rawhide. Rawhide. All right, let me see
I
if.
think she farted again, too.
All right,
Sure
let's see.
wasn't me.
Let's see what we got here. I believe I have. Oh, don't I have a Swedish one? Let's see. I think I have. Yeah, I think I have a Swedish International. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I won an award for Vital Idol and Love is Love.
Ooh.
So they should like me over there. So that's why they're doing it. the little trash receptacles because of me. They said, he's popular over here.
I was trying to see if there was anything we could...
I think we should put Oscar over there, too.
No.
Over where?
Sweden.
Sweden, maybe say, hey.
Well, we already got the Swedish chef over there. You don't need...
That's true.
Don't want to overgive him too much stuff.
That's true.
All right.
See, I would love to be able to create, like, if I would say something and have it turn it into a Swedish accent, because then we could do promos for the radio show and have it be done in Sweden. Done in Swedish.
All right.
There's that Trish logic again.
What did you say?
Nothing, Mother.
She wants to walk home.
Well, I didn't hear what she said either, so.
She, okay, anyway, let's see.
I was saying something that's...
I think
the only person that matters heard it, so that's good.
I think one of you might have given me this one. This guy goes to cash in his $600 lottery prize.
Yep.
And finds out he's won...
A lot.
About 10 times as much. Yeah, I gave you that one.
Oh, come on. All these things pop up. $585,949. That's pretty good.
How in the world?
How do you make that difference? How do you make that... North Carolina man showed up at the state lottery's headquarters to collect what he thought was $600 and was shocked to discover he had actually won $600,000.
You lost those zeros.
Joshua Locklear of Pembroke told North Carolina Education Lottery officials he had bought a $10 50X fast cash play ticket at Pembroke Mini Mart when he noticed the jackpot had reached $585,949. Locklear said he scanned the ticket and the message said he would have to collect his prize at the lottery headquarters. The player said he studied the ticket and determined he had won $600. Well, the rest of that was mine.
What makes you get it all? I gave you the story.
Yeah. Well, you could have...
I want at least a zero out of it.
$600 of it.
I want a zero out of it.
Okay, zero.
Okay.
I'll keep the 600 then.
No, I want one of those zeros.
You can have one, and I'll...
That way you only get 60.
No, I get the $585,949 and give him the $600 and give you zero.
Sure.
So anyway, when I heard it, I was like, there's no way possible I actually hit the jackpot. I couldn't believe it. Locklear said he plans to use his prize money to buy a house and a car. Well, not in today's economy. You can't have them both.
Nope.
You can buy a house or a car. You can't buy them both. I wasn't expecting that. That's for sure. It really did come at the right time, though. Well, if you're already thinking buying a house, it's not like you're hurting for money. I mean...
Yeah, that's true.
Of course, you could pay cash for it. That'd be kind of cool. So that was kind of neat. I wish I had that kind of luck.
Somebody told me that a woman, I think it was a gentleman or something died or something, and she went in to clean they paid her to clean the house, like straighten it out and all that, get the belongings and everything. She found a lot of money. I forget what it was, like a lot of money in the couch in an envelope.
That was... I think I already got that story.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I sent him that one.
Yeah, I have. I was actually going to talk about
find out.
Well, go ahead. I mean,
How was it? What?
Like I said, you weren't supposed to find out.
Why weren't I supposed to find out?
Because I was the one paid to clean the house.
Oh. Yeah, I was thinking I sent him that story.
I have it in here somewhere. I'm just
I
trying
sent
to
him
find
that story.
Where was it? Damn it!
You want me to bring it up?
Yes, because I had it. I know it's here somewhere. It's one of these.
Got it.
You got it? Okay.
Let him switch
Wait a minute.
to your...
I don't have. Wait a minute. I don't have your picture.
You don't?
Why don't I have it?
You
I got a
should.
black picture showing. Looks like Facebook. What's going on here? Let me bring it back up. Hold on. hate when that happens. Let me put this up. Hold on just a second. We will have it. Is that it? There it is. Oh, wait. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. I got it. Okay, there we go. All right. Ready? Boom. I can't read it, though.
It says a Southern California woman made a startling discovery after bringing home a set of sofas she found on Craigslist. More than 36,000 in cash hidden inside one of the cushions. It says Vicky said she was never tempted to keep what she found. She said she immediately gave the money back to the family who gave her the furniture. And then it said that later on it said that they bought her a refrigerator. Gave her... Let me see if I can find it.
I heard them talking on the news or on the radio about this one morning.
Gave her $2,200 and a new refrigerator.
Jeez. Well, she did, by doing the right thing, she got money, though.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to worry about it. She doesn't have to feel guilty.
And she got a new refrigerator.
That turned out pretty good.
What she was going to spend the money on anyway.
Yeah.
Well, they said, I read this, and they said that they found... that the family had found only but a few $100s in other places, and they were trying to think, okay, where could else they have hit, this person has hid money, why wasn't there a whole lot of it? Here to come to find out, it was in the couch.
That's crazy. Well, you know, some people, at least they were cool and they gave the girl money for her discovery. And she feels all right because she didn't feel like she cheated anybody. That's the way to live your life. Do it right.
It says, I was telling my son, come. I was screaming, this is money. I need to call the guy. And that's immediately what she thought.
I would have said, forget it. It's mine. Mine.
Actually, that means you can't tear my couches apart.
You may find some coins. That's it.
And then they're his, because I get the quarters, he gets the other coins.
There you go. That sounds like a good deal. All right, let me go.
I don't know what she's using the quarters for now, but, you know.
You never know.
To play quarters.
There you go.
That, or go to the casino. Oops, did I say that out loud?
You go to the casino?
I might.
You don't go to the casino very often.
I might.
When was the last time you went to a casino?
She's going to go to the casino without me.
When was the last time you went to a casino?
It's been a while.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I mean, if I go to the one out near Pittsburgh, I could go see Denny and Emma, you know.
Why would you go that far?
To see Denny and Emma, because they both work at the casino out there.
Oh.
Why would you go that far when you can go to Morgantown and go to the one there?
Well, I can go out there and see Denny and Emma.
Or you can go down the street to Grantville.
Yeah, there's one in Grantville.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What?
I know why she's saying that, so.
Why is she saying that?
Because one of her friends who doesn't talk to her anymore works there.
Well, so? It doesn't mean you're going to lose money.
I don't know. He may bring bad luck now.
Might bring good luck.
When he
To me.
completely ghosted me.
You never know. I could bring good luck to you.
I'm still waiting on that one.
Oh, okay.
The jury's out on that. All right. Ohio. I got to switch over to the other thing now. Here we go. Ohio governor signs a bill that allows armed school employees.
Wow.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah?
And I think they should hire, like, Army vets. Because they'd be right there with the gun. They know how to use the gun, and they aren't afraid to use the gun. If someone comes into that school with a weapon, take them down.
Okay, well, let me ask you this.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
My dad owned a pistol.
Okay. That's a statement. That's not an ask.
I know, but there's more to this.
Okay. What's the second part?
Okay, when he passed away, it went to my mom.
Okay.
Now, when she passed away, it went to one of my nephews who bought it, and
Okay.
my brother helped with the paperwork.
Okay.
I found the paperwork on the gun.
Okay.
Do they need that? Because it even shows my dad's application for when he applied
Okay.
for his.
This is one of those really. The answer to that is pretty strange. I bought some guns from Jamie.
Right.
We never did any paperwork on them,
Okay.
and she says it's legal.
I don't know.
Well, if you bought a gun at a gun show, or if you bought a gun privately, you're not going to have any paperwork.
Okay, because all I know is I was told that my brother helped with that because I found the paperwork on the gun, and I asked Tiffany who had it, and she said she's pretty sure one of my nephews bought it, and she says that my brother helped with it, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm taking the paperwork up with me when I go up on Saturday, so that if they want it, they can have it. They can decide what to do with it.
Well, I
that's a good
mean,
idea.
the right way is probably to have it registered under their name. But I have guns of hers. She says that I didn't need to register it, and I thought you had to register it, but she said I didn't
did too,
need to.
so I don't.
So I don't know. Ohio districts could begin arming employees as soon as this fall under a bill signed Monday by the GOP Governor Mike DeWine. The law, as enacted, requires up to 24 hours of training before an employee can go armed and up to 8 hours of annual training. The training programs must be approved by the Ohio School Safety Center, and DeWine announced that he's ordering the center to require the maximum of 24 hours and the maximum of 8 hours. Schools can provide additional training if they wish. Before announcing the bill signing, the governor outlined several other school safety measures he and the lawmakers have promoted, including $100 million for school security upgrades in schools. Oh, that's good. It's good to have school security upgrades in schools, and $5 million for upgrades at colleges. The state is adding 28 employees to the school safety center to work with districts on safety issues and to provide training under the new law. Ohio has provided $1.2 billion in wellness funding for schools to address mental health and other issues. I mean, I think that all handguns are supposed to be transferred legally. There are exceptions for family members, but I think it's brother, sister, father, son, mother. So mine are probably not legal, which means I could go kill somebody
Ann
and
said
they would.
she worked in a gun shop.
Yeah, I know.
She did say.
Yeah, so I could kill somebody, and the people who owned the gun would have been tracked down.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the best way to buy them. So, yeah, kind of weird. I don't know why she didn't want to do the transfer. I thought that was odd.
She might be an offender who's not supposed to have a gun.
No, it's not her. It was her dad's guns, and her dad was a pretty.
It just sounded good.
her dad was pretty strict about how he did things, you know. But I just think it would be it would be better if it was done legitimately. But
She wants to play. She wants attention. Poof.
What's she doing now?
Well, she just wants attention.
She brought her pig over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She wants attention.
All right. Here's another fun
What do
story.
you call a pig who tells jokes? Oh, I can only imagine.
Ask it.
Did he call what?
Hey, Alexa. What do you call a pig that tells jokes?
A stick in the mud.
A what?
A stick in the mud.
A stick in the mud. I think shtick is another way to say pig, but I'm not sure.
Huh. I guess I didn't really
see if I can figure
didn't really get that. Usually I understand her stories. I don't get that one.
What?
All right. Anyway. All right. Here we go. So cigarette smokers. We have none anymore, fortunately, in my family. Says they were cigarette smokers, then a stroke vanquished their addiction. Taking a scan of an injured brain offers often produces a map of irretrievable losses, revealing spots where damage causes memory difficulties or tremors. But in rare cases, those scans can expose just the opposite, plots of the brain regions where an injury miraculously relieves someone's symptoms, offering clues about how doctors might accomplish the same thing. A team of researchers has now taken a fresh look at a set of such brain images drawn from cigarette smokers addicted to nicotine and in whom strokes or other injuries
Her
bone.
Okay. I
spontaneously help them quit. The results, the scientists showed a network of interconnected brain regions that they believe underpins addiction-related disorders affecting potentially tens of millions of Americans. So, yeah, so it's saying basically that a stroke helped them vanquish their addiction to cigarettes and nicotine and all that. So,
well, I know somebody who hasn't had a stroke, but the last time I saw her, she was going on 2 weeks without a cigarette.
okay.
So I'm very proud of her.
Well, my sister quit cigarettes cold turkey a couple years ago,
That's awesome.
and I don't know if it, messed with her addiction. I don't know that. I mean, she didn't have any kind of
For some people it's hard, but others
stroke,
can
but-
just say, that's it, I'm done.
Well, when I had my stroke, I didn't want cigarettes again. Of course, I didn't like cigarettes before
Exactly.
either. But yeah, it's kind of interesting how they map it out. They map out the different brain areas and found that, the study published in the scientific journal Nature Medicine on Monday supports an idea that recently gained traction. The addiction lives not in one brain region or another, but in a circuit of regions linked by thread-like nerve fibers. I mean, I wonder how you could. I wonder how they figure this stuff out, but it's interesting that they do find these things, the pulses and all that stuff to the brain. If they could use that info to help drug addiction, yeah, they might. I mean, they might be able to do that. That's the thing that's cool about it is once they find a thing like cigarette addiction, they can probably find a way to do that to other things like drug addiction or alcohol addiction or whatever addiction you have, sex addiction.
Office supplies? I have an office supplies addiction.
Oh
a very
man,
bad
I don't want you near me. I don't think I want you in. You need to sit over there next time. That might catch me.
I'll have my seat back.
No, you won't.
How about
I have
trash
seniority
addiction? Lots of trash
Well,
addiction.
I've had that for how many years?
I don't know that I want that cured though, because I kind of like that in a way.
See? I mean, I've had it, at least 20 years?
No.
Quite, almost.
You have an addiction to fabricating things to wrong time levels, whatever that is. So
No, I just have a bunch of Oscar. I crave trash can Sundays.
I haven't had one of those, and I can't even tell you how long
that
it's
place
been.
is closed now.
Yeah, I know, because I stopped going there. I stopped supporting them.
Yep.
Yep, that's it.
And if I still had some of those trash cans, I'd make my own.
I have one out in the garage, I think. Doesn't have the lid, I don't think. I have one upstairs that does have. No, that doesn't have the lid
I think
either.
I still have some up in the attic. I just have to unbury that part of the attic to see if I can find it.
Here's a strange, off-the-wall story, and I don't know how to take it. But it's definitely out there. Man arrested after video shows him dragging a woman's lifeless body.
It's a Florida man.
Yeah, well, yeah, Florida is the reason for the season, I guess. But did we do this story a couple weeks ago by any chance? I've had this story, I think, for a couple weeks, but I just think it's so bizarre that a guy would drag somebody's body visibly in front of all these people. It's like, if you're going to do something evil, you should, do it in private. Don't get caught on video doing it. I'm glad that he was caught, but just is odd to think that this person would do that. Says a Florida man was arrested and charged with abuse of corpse after he knowingly supplied police with home surveillance. His own surveillance. Home surveillance footage showed him dragging the lifeless body of a 38-year-old woman through his house. William Redden allegedly wrapped the corpse of Stephanie Shenfield in a sheet before dragging her lifeless body to the car and driving to a ditch, where he tossed her remains. It's so weird to think about. I mean, I've never thought about killing a person, so to me that's foreign already. But to kill a person and then drag their body, I don't know.
Is it any weirder than a girl having her, I believe it's her mother's body in her freezer, moved to a couple different places?
Did we do that story?
And still, she just got caught for still collecting the
that's a different story. Okay, that's a different story. Okay.
And here it was because her and her now separated husband were looking to sell the house, and these two women stumbled upon the freezer.
Jeez.
And they opened it, and there was the woman's mother's.
My gosh.
Some people.
What were we talking about on the way here? There was something we were talking about, and I said, but why don't people have common sense, or something about common sense?
Who knows?
But this goes to this giving your own surveillance of dragging a body.
Well, apparently,
Like,
I don't think he did that on purpose, but I think that, if you're going to do that, logic would say, turn off your cameras. You don't want to let the world know you're doing this stuff, but I don't want to give anybody good advice about it. I'd rather they get caught than give them
I think that's
advice.
one of my biggest things is people that don't have common sense. It drives me nuts.
Okay, what's your excuse?
Oh!
You set yourself up.
Well, she's
for that
already
one.
nuts. She's nuts now.
Set yourself up for
Well, now
that
you
one.
know. Now you know why she's nuts. Maybe that's where the that's the other stuff.
You have no,
This is one I got to talk about this one.
Yeah, because we're almost at 10 o'clock.
Well, we got to do this last story. I forgot about this one.
Okay.
Okay, Texas has decided that the election was rigged.
Really?
The Republicans have decided, they've passed a resolution. The Texan Republican Party passes resolution denying the legitimacy of Biden's victory in the presidential election. Well, we've been talking about this for years. It's just they are now saying Biden's not president. Because now you're saying, okay, well,
Time zone
but there's some legitimacy to this. They have found proof that this was not legitimate. So, okay, here we go. Well, I'm going to give you the proof. You want the proof, right? This will be our last story.
Is it in the pudding?
It's not in any kind of confectionery. It's the meat and potatoes.
But it's like 3 years. What is it? 3 years?
This is 2 years now.
Well, yeah.
Wait, what year is this? Yeah, this is 2022.
Yeah, so it's like, come on.
But who cares?
Right. Exactly.
I don't think I care. I'd love to get Biden out of office before he kills the country altogether. But here's the way it works. The Texas Republican Party officially rejected the results of the 2020 presidential election over the weekend, passing a resolution in its platform that falsely blames election fraud in 5 battleground states for President Biden's victory over the former President Donald Trump. The resolution refers to Mr. Biden as acting president. We reject the certified results of the 2020 presidential election, and we hold that acting president Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. was not legitimately elected by the people of the United States. The resolution reads, it claims the election in 5 states violated Articles 1 and 2 of the Constitution because various secretaries of state illegally circumvented their state legislatures in conducting their elections in multiple ways, including allowing ballots to be received after November 3rd, 2020. Now, I was talking about this back in 2020, that this was not fair, that once the ballots stop, once the November 3rd date hits, they should not be counting any ballots after that. But they did. They continued to count the ballots after November 3rd. Reviews of the vote tallies and various recounts did not change the outcome of any state's election. Apparently, officials, including Trump's Attorney General William Barr, have repeatedly rejected claims that there was widespread election fraud. The former president and his allies waged dozens of unsuccessful legal battles to try and deliver Mr. Trump a second term in the White House after Mr. Biden was declared the winner, including multiple rejected appeals to the Supreme Court. Despite this, Mr. Trump insists in his false where was it in his false fraud claims. His actions are currently under scrutiny from a House Selection Committee tasked with investigating the January 6th attack on the Capitol and related efforts to overturn the 2020 election.
Wow.
So the platform notes Texas retains the right to secede from the United States. One resolution called for in the referendum in the 2023 general election for the people of Texas that determined whether or not the state of Texas should reassert its status as an independent nation. Could you imagine Texas becoming its own nation, its own country? So, but anyway, that's the first one. And then it says, well, then I did a little more research and it said, no, Texas cannot legally secede from the U.S. Here's why, and there's reasons why. There's things that this world's getting crazier and crazier. But I see, the thing is, it's no wonder, when Trump got in there, all the Democrats did from day one was try to get him impeached.
Right.
Never giving him a chance. And once Biden got in there, nobody's done anything to get him out of there. And everybody is unhappy, including his own party is unhappy with him. Yet, you don't see any Republicans setting up, we should impeach the president type stuff. It's just ridiculous. But, it's funny because now the Texas is threatening to secede from the Union. But here in let's see, here we go. The third in the three articles. Third article says Texas woman pleads guilty on 26 counts of voter fraud and alleged vote harvesting operation.
Oh, jeez.
Well, okay, this is pretty serious stuff, though. If she's talking about that, that she was involved in this, now we have a person to corroborate what we're talking about. And now this is only 26 counts, but who else was doing this? So is it true? Are we talking about voter fraud? Was Trump right the whole time?
Only the shadow knows.
We don't know. We don't really know. I only can read these to you from, it's Yahoo News, so it's got to be real. Attorney General Ken Paxton announced the successful prosecution of a woman who committed 26 crimes of voter fraud. Monica Mendez pleaded guilty of 26 felony counts of voter fraud in Victoria County, Texas, including 3 counts of illegal voting, 8 counts of election fraud, 7 counts of assisting a voter to submit a ballot by mail, and 8 counts of unlawful possession of a mail ballot. According to the indictment, Mendez was in charge of a vote harvesting operation aimed at influencing the results of the local utility board election. After entering a guilty plea, she was sentenced to 5 years of deferred adjunction probation. I guess that means she's out, and she just has to keep her nose clean for 5 years. But the thing is, if this is real, how many more people like her influenced the election?
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm telling you, I don't put it past the Democrats to do that.
Is it too late to go and do something about it, because he only has possibly another 6 months in there?
Well, he's got another year and
Well, yeah, but
a year and 6 months.
okay.
So, because he's got 2024 is he's got almost 2 years.
Yeah.
A year and a half, whatever. But anyway, this is pretty big. I mean, you could see, I could see big issues coming out of all this stuff. So the bill banned overnight early voting hours and drive-through voting. The thing is, this is one person, and there had to be a lot more than that. So, I don't know. You believe it or don't believe it, that's up to you.
See what happens.
But we're going to see something happening out of all this, I think. And this is just in the past couple of days that I've found this stuff. And who knows? I don't know if it's going to be as crazy as it seems crazy already, because, we never really think about things like that. So, with that, I'm going to leave you with that for thoughts of craziness and insanity, and
which is always normal.
Hey, I like to make you think about, if nothing else.
That's true.
So, all right, we're gonna let it go, and as always,
I'm still
it's time to go.